How the heck are you guys? I am Fastidious. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 75 on our grind for glory. We are doing something pretty fun and pretty unique today. I'm live on YouTube Live right now. We are going to do a live gear cleanse. No cuts, no nothing. I want to show people my entire process. Maybe I'm not the best in the world at gear cleansing, but I have tons of experience doing this for years and years and years across different gotchas. And I know it's one thing to put out a nice punchy guide with all these tips and tricks and this. I'll try to include that in all of this, but I thought a live watching, a live viewing, a live hold your hand walk through exactly how I think about things and what I do could be helpful to some people, both new players and experienced players. Maybe you guys, maybe I'm doing a few things wrong. You can let me know in the comments. So definitely get in the comments. Let me know if this is helpful. Let me know if you like this kind of live guide format. But that all being said, let's hop in. So if you guys don't know, we have Forgotten Palace. It's part of the Aeon event, right? You can get shards. I already did it. I'm going to go pretty hard on this. We're only a couple hours in. I already got 1,200 points. I'm looking to get magnitudes higher, right? Well, probably one magnitude. I'm going to go for like 20,000, 30,000 points. I have tons of stamina pots. I promise this is relevant, guys. And I'm going to be farming tons and tons of gear. I figure a lot of people might be in that same boat, right? We got 81 huge stamina pots. We're going to farm 10,000 plus stamina worth of Gear Aid 3. Gear Aid 3 really has the best gear in the game, especially once you get to 19 plus and you can get those advanced sets. So if you're going to be farming gear that aggressively, you are going to need space. So that's how I'm thinking about this. So let's just click on Arrogance. If we go to gear, you'll see I'm getting pretty full. 921 out of 1,000. And guys, you only have 1,000 slots. As we progress a bit further in the game, here's a quick tip. I told you there'll be some tips. In the Pantheon, when you hit these milestones, you can unlock more slots. So at level 200, which is going to take a while, right? At level 200 in the Pantheon, you'll get an extra 50 slots, 240 an extra 50 slots, 280 an extra 100 slots, and then that's hero. So in total, you go up to 1,200. 1,200 even still is not a lot. For perspective, I wanted to go not so hard, nothing like what I'm going to do for Gear Aid 3, but the Vault and the Sands just ended. I did podium, so I got 5 extra Aeon fragments. I did 12,000 points worth. Multiple times I had to go back down to 600 and farm back up and back down to 600. That's typically what I do. Here, I'm going to be as aggressive as possible. I'm really going to be cutthroat with my account because I want to see how helpful I can be. I'm also going to make tons and tons of caveats, guys, because I am in what I would describe as the late game. So like I'm doing late game content. I would describe the end game as you've kind of maxed out all content. I'm certainly not there yet, but if I want to get there, I need to be pretty cutthroat with the gear, what I choose to keep, what I choose to level, because we really only want the best of the best. If you're in the mid game, like you're still getting towards your stage 19 gear raids, maybe you don't have AMR 18 yet, or if you're in the early game and you're still getting to those mid-teens level stages of gear raid and AMR, you should not be as picky as you were going to see me be here. I'll try to make tips for that. However, in many ways, this will be like a late game gear cleanse guide, gear cleanse review. So let's get into it. We got 52 people in the chat. Pretty cool. Let's get going. So we'll just play with our beautiful girl Zila2 here. You have to be clicked on someone to get into the gear. How do I like to start? Well, the easiest way to start is with the gear you're going to want to sell the most of, and you have to use your brain the least. For me, it kind of warms me up. So I'm going to go for flat stats. And guys, this is the most important thing I might tell someone in this video, okay? Maybe not, but it might save someone in immeasurable hardship, okay? You're going to want to click, I'm going to go flat attack, then flat defense, then flat HP. When you click flat attack, do not, well, let me go to sell, excuse me. Do not do this, okay? Do not click flat attack and then say flat attack sucks, select all, I'm selling all of it. It is beyond essential that you make sure you click onto your accessories. Otherwise, you're going to sell all your weapons. And I know a few people have done that. Same thing goes for flat HP. Make sure you click on just accessories. Otherwise, I know some people who like in a hurry sold all of their breastplates. Those guys will always have, weapons will always have flat attack as their main stat. Breastplates will always have flat HP. Do not make that mistake. So we're going to start here. I did a lot of farming last night, so we do have a decent amount of flat attack to get rid of. So am I going to sell all of it? Nearly. The only exception on my account currently, and your account might be different, is Autumn. So let me actually show Autumn really quickly. I won't break it down this thoroughly every time, but I do want to make this clear because whether or not you should keep flat stats is completely dependent upon which heroes you use and at what point in the game you are. So for me, the only hero that is attack base that needs flat attack is Autumn, and it doesn't even really matter, but I do love Autumn, so I want her in the best gear possible. I need my Autumn in an Invigoration set, get a little extra heal effect, but most importantly, have her really support another ally in range. It's really helpful for me in tons of content to get that extra Invigoration bonus, that 10% attack, whether that's going to my Deimos or my Arrogance or my Zealot or my Comet, something like that. So I know it needs to be an Invigoration set. And I know she's the only hero on my account. Basically, I'll make one exception that I'll show you, that needs flat attack. Why is that? I'm probably going to keep my Autumn at 5 stars for maybe the whole time I play, but at least the vast majority of the near future. Look how basement level her flat attack is, her base attack, right? So flat attack, 728, this skill's far better. That's way over 50%, right? If we put a 60% piece on her, I'll try to do some quick math here, right? So that'd be what? 120 times 6. So we're talking 720, right? At a max level attack bonus piece. Here at only plus 12, 728. So that's an example with a rare hero with terrible basement level base stats, but they are attack based, then you use flat attack. The same thing will apply if there's any rare or low stat heroes used for HP. Same thing for defense, so on and so on and so on, right? But the later you get, the less you are going to use. I will also say, it's a lot more important when you have mythic gear to start devaluing flat stats. When you're only working with like legendary gear, it doesn't scale nearly in the same way, right? So then maybe you can lead into the flat stats. But once you're looking at the difference between a 60, sorry, that's the wrong one. Let me find some attack. That is also crit. Come on. When you're looking at between a 60% attack bonus or some measly 728 attack, and you're working with higher level heroes, like epic heroes and especially legendary heroes with much better base stats, you can just kind of throw flat stats in the bin. So you're going to see me do that with a few things. So let's just get into the gear cleanse. It's about time, right? So we'll go here. Make sure you actually click your accessories because we don't want to sell all our weapons. We go to flat attack. So I told you the only person that matters to me is Autumn. I will make one more exception. I could see there being a circumstance where I 5-star Voltus and I have to use him for Cultist Trials, just on my account personally. So evaluate your own account and what heroes you could ever see wearing that gear. That's basically the only other thing. So maybe I need one flat attack DPS set. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna start with that and show you there's a couple bits I've saved. So it's gonna have to be perfect. It's gonna have everything I want, right? And that's it. These are the only two pieces on the account with flat stats that have everything I want, all perfect stats. This one rolled really poorly, but it's already plus 12. That's good enough for my Voltus. Maybe I'll 16 it someday. And then here you can see a similar thing here. It's locked. It was locked. I unlock it. I keep it locked, right? Maybe I need now, so we got, what is this? 1 ring and 1 amulet. So we need a bangle. So now I just lower my standards slightly. And we are going to look for a bangle that has some perfect stats, right? Oh, let's see. Nothing, right? So then what's the least important to me after this? I don't need the crit damage. Okay, look, we've got 1 hit. Would you believe it? I already locked it, right? I've been doing gear cleanses the past few days. But there you go. And that's it. That's my only flat attack DPS set I need on my entire account. I'm super fine with it. Now we can only focus on Autumn, right? So we got that all settled. We go for Autumn, flat attack. I only care about Invigoration, so let me check these Invigorations. This one has attack speed and healing effect. It's kind of perfect. I wish it had attack bonus, but it's okay. I'll lock that. Later on, we're going to level stuff, and if it rolls poorly, it goes straight in the bin, right? And here we have heal effect, and attack bonus. It's pretty good. It's not good enough, right? It's just not going to cut it. I need that attack speed on my Autumn. I want her spamming. I want her doing tons of basic attacks, getting those teeny tiny heals. I don't care about those, but doing the basic attack, generating rage regen percentage based off of her attacks, or in this case, her basic attacks, which are heals. So I don't want that one, and now I can just select all. Everything goes in the bin. There we go. And look at that. Easy peasy. I just realized I wasn't clicked on amulets and rings as well. So let me actually check as well here. So this is attack speed, rage regen, and attack bonus. This is near perfect for Autumn. We'll see how it rolls, but I'll lock that. Attack, rage regen, no attack speed, no attack bonus. I don't want it. This one I already locked. You can see because it did have heal effect and attack speed. We'll roll it and see. And that looks about it. Everything else in the bin. Let's go. A couple other old things I have saved, but now I told you this is going to be a cutthroat, ruthless gear cleanse. You're done. You don't mean anything to me. There's no attack speed there. This is like the perfect one we saved from before. This is close, but it's not good enough. I don't care about the rage regen. I want attack speed. Rage regen attack bonus. I don't want you. So let's unlock you and sell it. Guys, I'm going to really tear my gear up in this video. Attack speed, attack bonus, crit. That was one of the perfect ones, or near perfect. It doesn't have crit damage. This one's close, but I think it's got to go. I think it's got to go. Let's keep it moving. Flat attack. There we go. Attack bonus, create attack speed. We'll keep that one. This one, it's a nice set, but it's got no attack speed. I think it's going to be a sell. Sorry, Ageless Wrath. Don't get too enamored by these late game sets, guys. And there you go. Another 37 pieces in the sweet little bin. And this is now all the flat attack we have on our account. Looks like, did I accidentally just, no, I didn't, because I have a piece on Autumn. I was like, did I actually just sell my amulet? But we probably just didn't even have one, and I do already have an amulet that Autumn is wearing. So there you go. I have the couple pieces Autumn's wearing and then 6 other flat attack pieces. That is officially it for my entire account. If we go to HP, you can make a couple other concessions in the same way. So you got to think outside the box based on who's in the game now. No reason keeping speculative gear, not when you're doing a cutthroat gear cleanse. It's pretty important. I think just you're just going to go on a tank or going to go on some kind of healer. And they're going to have to be super low level. It's going to be almost impossible. I cannot see ever using a rare tank in the late game. So for me, it's basically a no-go. So it's kind of as simple as this. You see I have one piece saved here. Honestly, I don't need it. We're done. We're going cutthroat. We don't need any of this. We don't need any flat HP. Flat defense, you'll never believe it. There's literally no world. Don't even have to think about it. It's gone. And all of a sudden, we were at like 920 or something. We're already down to 751. So, especially, guys, when you farm like I did. So, I did a gear cleanse last night before bed because I wanted to do runs all night, right? So, I did a gear cleanse, got myself down to like 598, and then I ran like 220 runs or something. I wanted to do 300, but I woke up before it was over, and then I had to start making content, right? But it was back up to... with the double drops and this, that, and the other, a couple other things, it was up to like 920, like you saw here. I've also been running some Gear Aid 3 since I woke up. So that's how we got to that number. And you can see a lot of those drops, we're already back down to 751, are boring, terrible flat stats. I'm going to try to work on some Gear Raid drop project to figure it all out. But for now, you know, it is what it is. We just kind of have to accept that the rates are bad, and we work with it. So next thing I'm going to do is go set by set. Excuse me, what I like to do, I should be more clear, go set by set in terms of my Gear Aid 1 stuff. I will say, guys, I did do this last night, so it is not, there's nothing to see here, but I will explain how it works. I just start with Salvation. You can see I've gotten this very thin. How do I make my choices? I think very hard about what kind of hero needs this and what kind of stats does that hero need. So first off, if you're unfamiliar, what is a Salvation set? Well, it gives healing effect plus 25. Healing effect is really important. People definitely sleep on it. I know Maw Bucket has an amazing everything you need to know about healing stats and how they work guide. Go check that out. But essentially, you will probably want some semblance, almost certainly, some decent amount of healing effect on your healers. So it is likely you might use a Salvation set, right? So how do you decide what you want to use, what Salvation pieces you want to keep? Well, to me, it comes down to this. With a healer, what do you need? You need whatever their base stat is, or rather their healing scaling stat is. So Vortex scales off HP, for example. Ezreal scales off attack. So you need that stat. And then healers need to be healing a lot. This helps them get out more heals because their basic attack is always a heal, and it helps them get more rage regen, right? From rage regen percentage based off of attack. So you need attack speed. Finally, you need heal effect. So that's really what you're looking for. However, because this is a heal effect set, you can see a couple times I will save pieces because I don't want to get rid of everything. I will save some pieces that don't have heal effects because we might be getting enough from here and from the accessories. It's not often, but there's a couple exceptions. So if you look at this piece here, why did I save it? Well, I'm looking at this as a great potential piece for someone like a Vortex. Not excellent, but you know, if I wanted to eventually start gearing out and not moving all my gear around, maybe something for the Oracle's Trial, but I'm thinking an HP-based healer. So it's HP bonus, right? Then we have attack bonus, does not matter at all, but attack speed, excellent, and then defense bonus can help a lot because a lot of those HP-based healers, like Vortex, I'll keep using it as an example, are not tanky, right? They don't have very high defense at all, and honestly, they don't even have that high HP. But sometimes if you're bringing them to Gear Raid 2 or something, they need to take a hit. So I saved this piece. I saved it last night, but the job is not done there because when you're doing a cutthroat gear cleanse, which all of us eventually will get towards, you need to make sure it rolls well. So even though there's no Tales of the Smith, there's no gear enhancement event live right now, I'm still going to roll these pieces even as far as 12. I won't bring anything to 16, but a piece like this that is HP bonus, which is the main stat I'm thinking it needs. I'm thinking it's for an HP-based healer, so it needs either attack speed. The two most important stats are going to be HP bonus on this specific piece and attack speed. I'm not going to roll it to 16. However, let's be honest, anecdotally, I don't know how to prove this. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But there's obviously a correlation between having a good first roll in this game and the piece being good, right? So I'm going to bring this just to +4. And if this defense bonus doesn't roll purple, it's going right in the bin. And it's going right in the bin. You don't have to hold your standard to purple. If you're earlier on in the game, you can say 2 bars or even 1.5 bar, like in between the first and the second line there. For me, I'm at the point, especially with a suboptimal piece like this, a potentially good piece, but a niche piece, I need that good first roll. Because I'll show you right now, potentially, I'll just bring us to 8 for the example. I would have already sold it. It could have a big roll in attack speed, but more times than not, if the first roll is bad, the other rolls aren't going to be that good. And also, very likely, if the first roll is quite good and gets very close to the third line or exceeds it and turns purple or gold, God forbid, that'd be amazing. There seems to be good and bad omens. So that's something you want to feel out. You'll learn from experience. This is a sell. So it's a piece I had locked last night, and now we're done with it. Here's another piece. This is, again, the exact same substats. What's nice here is it's what I like to call an instant feedback piece. It's the exact same subset, so I don't have to walk you guys through it, but I'm thinking HP-based healer, and these are the stats I want. So the most important stats are attack speed and HP bonus. Those are the first 2 stats. So it's a very low investment for us. You can see I've been stockpiling gear because I've been selling like a madman. None of this is from Gold Raid, by the way. This is all just from raiding and selling and raiding and selling. So as you get later, you don't really need to do Gold Raid as much. You're going to get some from AMR as drops, and then you're going to be raiding and selling, raiding and selling. I'm going to bring this to 8 straight away to see if these hit big. You could be conservative and go ... But there you go. It's a fine HP bonus roll, but guys, I said this is a niche suboptimal piece, especially for my account. That attack speed roll 13, I don't like it. Attack bonus will not help an HP-based healer at all. Defense bonus is just kind of a plus. We're unlocking it, and we're throwing that right in the bin. We're going to be thorough today, guys. Now we're getting a little bit closer to a slightly better piece. We're missing the attack speed, and honestly, on your weapon, since you can't get attack speed on breastplate, if you guys didn't know, the only way you can get attack speed on a breastplate is with it being an ancient piece. Similarly, the only way you can get crit damage on a weapon is by it being an ancient piece. Ancient pieces are allowed to get whatever subsets they want, it seems like. But here you go. We're only missing attack speed, but the flat attack is quite nice, and it again is an instant feedback piece. The 2 most important stats I'm looking at now for this specific piece are HP bonus and healing effect. So let's get my instant feedback. Let's take it to +4. And there you go, guys. So this should hopefully be a great example. A big first roll. Could this be a juiced up piece? Let's take it to 8. I think it's very likely we'll hit at least 2 bars. It's just, guys, I mean, if you've rolled enough, if you've seen people roll enough, take my word for it. If it rolls well in the first one, it is quite likely it will roll well in the second one. It's super possible your first roll could be trash, your second roll could be huge. However, it seems that there is some predetermination in these pieces that some pieces are coded to have, like, these will have pretty good rolls. And a good indicator is if you hit 3 lines, if you go purple. So look at that, back-to-back purple. This is a really, really great piece for someone like a Vortex. Maybe better on someone like a Mid-On. Look at that, triple purple. I didn't need to bring it to 12. I already knew I was going to keep it. I would have waited if I wasn't on the video, on the stream right now. I would have waited to 12 it for the gear enhancement event, the Tales of the Smith. But certainly I'm not going to 16 it right now. And the juiciest part about a piece like this, and something separate to think about in terms of gear enhancement, you do not need a 16 this piece ever. Who is this piece going to go on? A Vortex, a Mid-On, a Sadie, right? These are HP-based healers. Attack bonus do nothing for them, right? Attack speed does because it's not an attack-based stat. It's a speed stat. But attack does not help them. So this piece can forever, evergreen, stay at 12. There's no benefit to getting this flat attack and getting this attack bonus. So this is just a great piece. This is it. My account just improved because of that piece. And that's the fun of doing a gear cleanse. You can do little enhancements and like stumble upon great stuff like that. So we'll check this one last piece here. So this is another piece. I'll show you guys. It had a decent attack speed roll, not crazy. Flat defense is slightly usable, not really. Crit rate is useless. Again, I'm thinking HP-based healer. That's just how these are all shaking out right now. And you can see it was pretty good on attack speed. This is going to have to go purple on HP bonus for me to even consider keeping it. Otherwise, it's going in the trash. So I was waiting until a cleanse to do that. And look at that, basement roll. There you go. So they made my decision easy. Let's get a little gold back, and let's sell this thing off. All right, we're starting off now, right? Now we're warming up. Now we can go a little quicker. This is obviously going to be a long video. I'm going to, like I said, it's going to be painstaking. I'm going to go bit by bit by bit. Now we can go to breastplates, and we're going to rinse, repeat for all my left-hand side gear, right? My breastplates and my weapons, and then we'll get into accessories. Accessories are a bit easier, especially when you're at the point I am, and you can be really picky. All right, let's get into it, and let's see. So we got heal effect here. Keep in mind you cannot get attack speed unless it's ancient, like I said. So really what we need are, does it have the right We're talking healers still. Obviously, it's salvation. So it needs heal effect, or else I'm not going to keep it. You'll see all the pieces. I've already done the cleanse. I'm assuming they literally all have heal effect, heal effect, heal effect, heal effect, and then attack speed's not possible. So then ideally, I'm looking for an attack healer, like an Ezreal. I want doubled up on attack. So I want my bonus and my flat attack. So this could be an amazing piece for Ezreal. Let's find out. I'll take it to 4. This is not a basement roll at all. It's not an amazing roll. It's good enough that I will take it to 8. I need more information to know if I want to keep it. And that's all the information I need. It's going straight in the bin. So you really want to take it step by step. The process is a little bit easier, a little bit faster. And by a little bit, I mean a lot, now that we have the quick enhance. So here we go. This piece, trash. I don't even know why I kept it. I don't know why this is locked, but heal effect is nice. These slight DPS things don't help at all. Defense bonus, like the only person that could possibly help is Meryl. I think she's the only defense-based healer. This should not have been locked. Probably an oversight. That is going straight in the bin. On and on. We've got heal effect, attack bonus, HP. So suboptimal because this would go on an attack-based healer. It doesn't have flat attack. However, on attack-based healer, HP bonus is still really nice because they need some tankiness, right? They still need to survive. If your healer dies, your healer's useless. So let's take it to 4, even though we don't care about the crit damage, because if this is like a less than 1 line, I'm just going to sell it. I'm not even going to waste my gold. It wasn't terrible. A lot of people could just sell it right now. For the sake of the video and just to be diligent, to be fastidious, I'm going to check +8. It is a very low gold investment. Absolutely trash. This goes straight in the bin. On and on we go. What do we got over here? Heal effect, attack bonus, HP, same thing, but we a little more instant feedback because it has the attack bonus. Obviously, this is going to go on an attack-based healer if it rolls well. Let's take it to +4. There's a light purple. We'll absolutely take that. This could be an amazing piece for like an Ezreal type healer. No, it is not. So I said usually when it goes purple or something, it can foretell and more. It seems much more often it's a better piece, but it is not a be-all, end-all. If you see it go purple on +4, that doesn't mean, all right, let's click +16. You still got to check your little intervals. So you'll see as we do this many times, it will be a sign of something awesome, but then once in a while, this absolutely happens. 3.5, literal basement roll. Thank you for the instant feedback. Let's throw you out. And we're done with salvation. All right, now to some more interesting sets. Life Force, this is quite an easy one. We'll go weapons then breastplate every time. If it does not have HP, I will not keep it. That's what the set is, and it needs to have stats that match the set. You can see I have saved a lot of pieces here. This one, I don't know what you're doing. You are going in the bin. But basically, save for maybe I'll look for like one amazing DPS piece that could go on someone wearing like a Glacier set. Or like maybe I need a little extra tankiness on an Abomination or a Wrath for some stage. Basically, I'm looking for tank stats. Could also be looking for a touch of healing stats. This is where it gets a little more variable. HP is obviously a much more universal, flexible statistic than heal effect, right? Heal effect set is made for a healer. So basically what we're going to do now, if it doesn't have HP bonus, I don't really see how it's going to be useful. I guess the one concession we could make, let's see if we could find someone that has like perfect DPS stats. We don't, then we can get rid of crit damage. I have like my internal priority if you guys want to know it. When it comes to DPS, attack-based DPS, attack bonus is the most important, then some combination between crit rate or attack speed. It depends on how the accessories shook out, but certainly 4th will be crit damage, right? So here we'll do attack, and then crit's hard to find, so then we'll look crit. Okay, so these are our potential ones. I can immediately look. I'm going to have to level some of this stuff. That's not going to cut it for me. Especially, I don't want to have to wait till 16 to find out about my attack. Here, I'll at least level it. You could see, right, with the flat HP 2, you could see how this could work in Abomination. Good enough roll there that I'll take it to 8. Not good enough at all. We can sell you. Let's make some more space. On to the next. So this could be a potentially pretty good one. You have to wait for a while to get the crit, but you could see how this could fit really well on like the Glacier set DPS. If you're unfamiliar with the Glacier set, I believe it's 6% of your total HP will be converted into attack and serve as additional attack. So it allows you to build like tanky attack-based DPSers. So it's like perfect for Abomination, for example. So let's check. Let's get some instant feedback on that HP. It's close enough that I'll take it to 8. It's borderline, guys, but it's not good enough because this is really going to be the kind of piece. Building this kind of Life Force DPS set it's niche. It's only going to exist for 1, maybe 2 champions. I don't like it. There already wasn't attack speed, so I already wasn't in love with it. It's not good enough. Unlock it, sell it, on we go. We've got a lot to get through, so we got to go quick. Let's see, we got one more here. So we do have to wait. So I will take it to 4. If this rolls purple, I'll keep going. If it doesn't, we're throwing it out. We're throwing it out. The next 3 subsets are really good, but I'm not going to waste my gold finding out. You got to feel what works well for you. Bad HP roll. The rest of the stats are okay. For me, it's already a sell. So you can see these don't fully match stats. So what you can do now is take the crit off, put on the attack speed. These will be our last opportunities at some proper DPS. This is a very high potential piece again if we can find crit elsewhere. Let's see. Some nice instant feedback. And unfortunately, even though the roll wasn't that bad, 14% is enough feedback for me to know that it's going in the bin. What do you got now? Flat defense is first. The next 3 are quite good. Again, this will be, next 3 substats are great, but this is going to have to be a big defense roll. It is not. Into the bin you go. We're going to start to get into a groove here, guys. Attack speed, attack bonus. Okay, perfect substats if we can find crit elsewhere. And good instant feedback. This is good enough that I will take it to 8. That is not good enough. Welcome to the trash can. Excuse me, guys. All right, flat attack, attack bonus, attack speed. Okay, again, some really nice feedback. I'm probably going to need to go purple on the attack bonus. We did not. This is going to go in the trash. You got to be ruthless, guys, or at least when I need to be ruthless on my account right now. It's the only way I'm going to progress. Defense bonus isn't awful, but the rest are quite good. So let's see what we get. I think you guys will also see, because I'm going to be leveling tons of gear to +4 or +8 in this video, you're going to see how many bad rolls you get in this game. And don't think it's because I'm having bad RNG. We're going to be doing hundreds and hundreds of pieces, and you're going to really see it's just, no, it takes a good amount of luck to get a good piece in this game. It needs to have the right substats, and then it needs to roll well. It's really hard to grind good gear. This wasn't good enough to begin with. This is going to get sold. And this certainly wasn't good enough to begin with. This is going to get sold. Maybe this is when I ended my cleanse because I had enough. Did I just replace? Oh my god, I did. I got to remember to go back to autumn. That's a sell. That is a sell. What the heck is going on? Oh, she's wearing it. Unequip. What am I doing right now? Come on. Sell. There we go. Excellent. It's basically covers all our bases now for potential DPS, so I officially don't care about DPS. And now on to what this is actually going to matter for, tanks and healers. So we'll start with healers just to keep, because it will be easy. So for me to keep a non-salvation piece for a healer, it needs to have some knockout stats. So I want all 3. I don't get any. I'll make a quick concession here by giving up the HP since we're getting from the set. We don't have any. I think basically these are all sells now. So I'm probably not gonna get any healer pieces. The final concession I could make is this, so we can just check. This is a decent potential piece, we can see. I'm gonna need a big roll again. Don't get it. Unlock, sell. Quite a decent potential piece. Again, the attack bonus is a total wash, but getting the HP bonus with the flat HP, it's not good enough. It really has to all shake out well at this point for us to keep stuff like this. Because for my order of what left side gear I want to go of, talking about normal gear, not like Immortal Warrior or something, but Immortal Warrior is very, very similar to Life Force, right? But basically of the normal base 5 sets that you get in like the mid and late game, I'm thinking when it comes to a healer, I want probably, it might even be a tie, but maybe Salvation. But if I can get heal effect either, the best is Whirlwind. You just want to get that attack speed, and getting +75 attack speed just from a set is really nice. But of those 3, Whirlwind, Salvation, and then Life Force is the least important. So I'm happy to be very picky. These are pretty solid substats. I don't care that much for that flat defense at the bottom. I wish it was flat HP. Not a good enough roll. I don't care. Let's sell it. All right, so now we're done with healer pieces, right? Now we can just focus on tank pieces. And then, of course, we're going to have to rinse and repeat this process for breastplates, but I'll go much faster when we do that. I got to be pedantic here, though, guys, because I want this to be completely comprehensive. So let's go for exactly what we need for a tank, right? We absolutely need HP bonus, and we absolutely need flat HP. Those are the 2 most important stats because HP is absolutely God in this game. The damage mitigation from defense is important to a point, but HP is just... that is the tank stat in this game. The same way attack is overvalued over like crit and crit damage, HP is super overvalued in this game. So that's what you got to look for, right? So these are basically the only pieces I'm interested in. So all these are instant sells. Let me go back to the normal screen. I don't know why I was in that other screen the whole time. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Let's go here. Let's go to Life Force. It needs to have this. It's also way easier to sell from this screen. So now I can just click this. You know, these have little thumbs up. Don't get confused by the thumbs up. It's nice that it has some tanky stats. It's not good enough for me. I need that flat HP as well. Let's get a sell going. So those 3 pieces are accounted for. So now basically we can get pretty picky, right? We have enough options here that I know now I can sort for what's the next stat I want. Well, it's going to be defense bonus. So none of these have it. Into the trash you go. I might even check this plus 12 piece. Honestly, not good enough. Let's start making space. Into the trash you go. See, now our gold's going up because we're getting really picky with our selling. So now what I do is I lock anyone that looks pretty good. That's good enough for me to lock. These are all going to be good enough for me to lock, basically. So actually, because we were so picky, we can go back. Now you have to go out. It's very annoying. They should make it, if you're watching Moonton, if you're watching devs, you should make it that you can enhance from the sell screen. It's so much easier to sell from the sell screen, but then it's really annoying because if you want to find out exactly what you want to sell, you have to go back out to enhance. It really drives me nuts. Like if you could be in here and you could click here and then you could also be enhancing as you go. Obviously not that one because it's plus 16, but like here, if you could be enhancing while you go, it would save a lot of time when you do a big cleanse like this. Okay, so let's go back to Life Force. Let's go back to actually everything now is sorted for what we need. So actually it doesn't even matter. So Life Force, sorry, I didn't mean to click out of that, guys. Rough and unedited, baby. Let's go here. So I'm going to be really picky. We've got a lot of options here. One of these is probably going to hit. There we go. Humongous roll. That bodes quite well. And also, that's a big, big defense bonus. And there you go, guys. So it's happening again, what I described. I'm not going to take this to 12 now because I'll just save those points for when I have a gear enhancement event. But this is a piece I can count on. This is also a piece you can very confidently level because you don't need the attack bonus. It's going to go on a tank. I guess if you really want to get that last little bit of attack out of your Olog or something, you can. But you can comfortably just leave this at 12. The flat attack doesn't really matter. The attack bonus doesn't really matter. What I like to do, here's a little fun me-specific tip. Because this is a piece I want at 12, this is a piece that will very much live on my account. This is a proper late-game piece, getting towards being an endgame piece if things had shaken out slightly better. I like to bring it to like an uneven number. And when I say uneven in this case, I mean not 4, 8, 12, or 16. So if I know it's nice at 4, then I'll bring it to 5 so it catches my eye and I know I want to go back and enhance that. Same thing at 8, I want to bring it to 9 now. Same thing at 12, I'll bring it to 13. But I don't want to bring it all the way up because you might want to wait for a gear enhancement event. So now I'll see that 9 when the Tales of the Smith starts in 2 or 3 days. And I know, okay, that's a piece I'm going to bring up. Okay, so that one's sorted. So we already found one good piece. It's already pretty good. So this has the stat we don't want at the beginning. Unlike healers, though, it's not like the attack is useless. But there we go. It didn't even get 2 bars. Could it roll potentially well in the next 3? Yes. Is it likely at all? No. That is a sell. Let's just keep going. Let's see how fast I can go now. Let's try to get in our zone. Not good enough. Not good enough. Not going to cut it. I'm really just looking for purples. If you guys saw the thumbnail, it's like I want to see purple on that first stat, or that's good day from me. Also, to the people watching live on stream right now, I'm not trying to ignore you in the chat, but I need to focus on the guide. So this is close enough. I'll bring it to 8, but this is going to have to go purple for me. It does not. It's close, but it's not good enough. It's not going to cut it. I'm sorry. Let's move on. So this is a late feedback piece. So this is bad feedback. For the 2 stats that matter the most, you have to wait the longest. So I'm going to need a pretty huge roll in the defense bonus for me to care. That is not pretty huge, so that is a sell. Now we're rocking and rolling. Now we're in our flow. Flat HP. Let's see. Again, the stat I care the most about, the HP bonus, is stuck at 16. So it's everything else would have to go pretty well for me to care and risk that amount of gold. I can't do that. I'm not going to. Worst stat is first now, so this is going to have to be pretty big again. I guess, you know, because the most important stat's only at 8, we can find out. Who knows? Maybe it rolls huge. It rolled really well, but it's not good enough. It is not good enough. We are officially picky as hell, guys. Flat HP, let's see it. This one has perfect substats for a tank, by the way, because you also get the flat defense. The only exception would be like someone like Baron, maybe because you want to get his ult going a lot, or also Regulus. There are a few exceptions, actually. Maybe you want attack speed as well. But tank stats come first, at least. Oh, no, I equipped again. I keep doing that accidentally. Unequip. Was this the one? Yes, that's the sell. Okay, let's keep going. All right, instant feedback. The most important stat is first. This is the +4 stat. It's hard not to get distracted, guys. I see the chat talking about new skins in the game, and I want to check, but I can't. So maybe they'll tell me what's going on, because I'm scared already. I'm shaking in my boots. It's a pretty good first roll. It bodes well. Let's take it to 8. It's good, but it's not good enough. Honestly, it's good. For many accounts, don't sell it. But like I told you, I'm going full cutthroat here, and that HP bonus is not good enough. Let's sell, and that's the +9. We'll stop right there. Okay, onto the breastplates. Rinse and repeat, baby. So first thing we can do is check for that DPS. I'm going to need like near perfect stats. So give me some of this, give me some of this, give me some of this. You can't get attack speed if you remember. So this one's amazing. This is like perfect for HP DPS, like a abomination. And I was going to say it's going to have to roll pretty well. That is pretty well. So if I get 2 bars on this crit rate, I'll probably keep this piece on my account. But I didn't. So this piece is going to go, unfortunately. It had potential and it's gone. All right, first concession I will make here is the crit damage. As I said, these are our last 4 chances, and the rest I don't care about. Stat we don't care about is at the top, so this is going to have to roll pretty big. Okay, that's a sell. The flat attack is quite juicy. I do like it. But that roll is not. We soldier on. We soldier on. You might be thinking, hey, it's not that bad, but at the end of the day, I'd rather just put Abomination in a Calamity set or a Warlord set or even a Whirlwind set potentially. You know, the 25% extra HP for most content is not going to be the difference. So we really need to be picky and find the perfect pieces. Not good enough. Another pretty good piece. The defense bonus isn't bad at all either. Not good enough. Okay, so that basically covers it there, guys, when it comes to a potential damage dealer. So we can ignore that. Now we'll check our healer. For our healer, we can be really, really greedy here. So for an HP-based healer, we need these 2, right? And if it doesn't have it, we don't care. The most important is hidden at the bottom with the HP bonus, so I'm selling it. What do we got here? Honestly, the 2 are both hidden so far now. I'm not even going to bother leveling it. This one has some nice feedback. And that's a great roll. So this one I'm pretty confident in. We can just test the theory for the video, but I would have just taken it to +5 and left it there so we can continue with the cleanse. Even still, I think I will leave it. I won't +9 it because it's not too important, but I will leave it there. I'm not going to sell that piece. Instant feedback. 100 viewers in the stream. Thank you guys for showing up. Not good enough. What you got for me? Pretty good. So this one, I'm not going to do that example. I'll just +5 this and we can come back to it later. We got to keep moving. So I'll just give it a lock. You can always unlock it as you've seen that I've been doing. All right, some nice instant feedback. The 2 stats that matter at the top. It's good, but it's not good enough. This is also a very high potential piece. Amazing tank stats with the healing effect that we want. Could be really, really, really good for like a vortex. You know, this is nice. Nice enough substats that I will take it for +8. And there you go. They're saying, you know where I belong? A trash can. Nope. And we'll stop right there. Okay, so now we can officially focus just on tank pieces. So to do that, we can go back to our sell function. Shout out again to the devs, guys. Please add an enhanced function from the sell screen so I don't have to keep doing this. Let's go to breastplates. Let's go to life force. You can see, guys, we have so much more work to do. We have so many more things to go through. We'll go here. It needs HP bonus. Obviously, we can't get flat HP because that is the main stat on any breastplate. So the next person, I absolutely want defense bonus. And honestly, I want that flat defense too. So this is what we're left with. These guys are all auto sells. And I'll even check these guys to see if they're worthy. You are not. This is the one I'll check on later. And this one I'll check on as well. So those ones can stay. On to you. So the rest we know we'll just level. Okay, so that one we sell. And now we have to go back. They're really making us go back and forth. It really drives me a bit nuts. Everything is already sorted. Okay, great piece here to find out immediately. Really, the only thing I truly care about on these pieces now, since we're going for full tank, is the HP bonus, since we already know a mythic piece at plus 16 will give us a ton of flat HP as the main stat. So I'm really ready to go all out on these pieces. Nice substats on this one. Tanner Myers is saying he liked the stream. Guys, feel free to like the stream. If you like this kind of video, if you want to see more live guides like this, please like the video and let me know in the comments, because it's very hard to keep talking this much. So if you guys want to see this again, you got to let me know, because it's going to be hard for me to do another video. It's very hard to just keep this freaking motor mouth going and going and going. No way. Absolutely no way. I don't know why I saved. I must have not cleansed my life force last night, because these all stink. I'm even going to keep looking higher. Honestly, no. If I'm desperate, I'll keep it in case I get desperate. Okay, that's fine. And then we're done with life force. So life force was pretty quick. On to Calamity. Calamity is really easy, I will say, because if this doesn't have attack bonus, except for one situation we'll describe right now, it is just total trash for me, okay? So, like I said, there's one situation for weapons and there's one situation for breastplates. I did do a big cleanse on this last night, so there might be nothing left. The only way I would keep this without attack bonus as a substat, it would need flat attack, crit damage, and crit rate. It does not have it, so I don't care, right? As you can see here, I already really went through this all. All these pieces are locked. I guess the only potential exception here is going to be Voltus, but I'm not going to waste the time going to Voltus, taking it off, selling it, so on and so on. And anything plus 16 can stay. So Voltus, it's your lucky day. You get to keep that piece. So there's nothing without attack percentage, and you can see I've already gone through all of it. I've gone through most of it here as well. You can see this one, actually, I did leave from last night, because the only way I'll keep this, because when it comes to the breastplates, obviously I can't get attack speed, so I really need crit rate, especially if I'm going to go in on a Calamity build. This flat attack is going to have to roll mighty high. It kind of did, to be honest. So this piece could be absolutely gorgeous on someone that isn't a DPS and her name is Dolores, right? Or someone that has some attack-based kind of thing that isn't necessarily I think I do have one slightly better piece on Dolores, so this is something I might even still sell further down the line. But this piece works fine. It could work really well on like that Voltus scenario, right? Where we just need to shove attack on like a afterthought faction trials champion. So this piece can stay. I'm not going to +9 it. It's not an important piece. This is super borderline. I think what I'm going to do, what's hidden at the bottom here? HP bonus. The only way, we'll bring it to the 8, and I'm not even going to bring it higher, but this is going to have to roll really big for me to think it's a good omen for the other two. It did not. So we get to sell. You might be thinking you're wasting gold, but what I'm doing is by spending that little bit of gold, whatever it is, 4,000 or 8,000 gold, I'm getting to get an extra spot because I got the information that told me I could sell that piece. So what do we got here? That is not high enough. The only reason I must have saved it is because of the crit rate, and I will tell you something about my account. When it comes to my Calamity pieces, I really am hurting for crit rate, so know your account well, guys. You can just see. There's that great piece I was talking about with Dolores. Look at that piece. Flat attack on her with that big attack bonus. Gorgeous. I rolled that yesterday. This one I will bring to 12, and that's why I saved it from last night. Unfortunately, I can't use it. I just had very bad luck in terms of getting crit rate on these breastplates, as you just saw. So unfortunately, I have to sell that. What do we got here? That's the piece we just spoke about. This one is not good, but I'll keep it because the attack bonus is nice and I need crit rate. This one is really not that good, but I probably still will keep it. We'll throw it on a faction trial person, and we're done with Calamity. Good thing I went through that last night. On to Whirlwind. So there's two ways to approach Whirlwind here. The Whirlwind's probably the hardest to go through. I'm sure I ignored this last night. Or not really. But Whirlwind is really tough to go through because Whirlwind could go on anyone, except for maybe some tanks like Olag doesn't need Whirlwind or something. But even tanks like Baron or Regulus, they could use some attack speed potentially. It'd be a poor choice, and I wouldn't do it. So I probably would just trash it. But you want to get their ults up faster, right? It does help, and attack speed helps with that. So basically, I did sort this last night, so glad that we don't have to waste time on stream right now. Typically, I want attack speed on the weapon. That's the only way we're going to get it from these two pieces. Again, unless this is Ancient on the breastplate. However, you are getting plus 75 attack from the set. So you could think of that as 37.5 as the substat on these two. So it's like you're kind of getting enough as long as you can hunt for some more over here. What was the piece Autumn had on? It would have been one with attack speed. So let's see. Let's put a piece back on her. She clearly lost her piece somewhere. There it is. That must have been what she was wearing. There's someone like Autumn, if they're going to go Whirlwind Set, or someone like Dolores, or maybe Dolores isn't the best example, but someone like, who's a great example? Laurel, if you were running her for more than just the cheese, she would need attack speed. I'm sure this one has attack speed. Yeah, not good rolls. I have not good luck. I need a Gear Raid one's the one I neglected the most, so I'm going to go pretty hard into that Lost Legacy when it comes up. But you can see, so this one I was waiting on. This is a niche one, but this could totally work on a healer, right? It has the heal effect. It's hidden away. Doesn't have attack speed, but we get it from the set. It's really not a high choice one, but I kept it to save for the stream, thinking, hey, if it rolls well, we'll keep it. Look at that. It rolled brilliantly. Just freaking hitting. Oh my God. And I took the piece on again, so now I have to unequip before I can sell it. This is hideous. Tasha's hideous laughter. There's the piece there. And I'm not going to take you through the rest of this. This is a piece that's like, just throw it on your cutter or your cuke. It doesn't matter. Just a touch of attack speed. You can see I have very bad pieces on this stuff. I really, really, really need to go hard. Like, this is the only good piece I have for Whirlwind. It's a good DPS piece, but it's not even that crazy good. There's still no attack speed on it. And no flat attack. Yeah, there's no attack speed on it. I don't like it. All right, on to here. I have a few more that we can go through. You see I locked them to save them for leveling. So we'll level everything from here. I'll just tell you why I saved the piece. This is an okay potential piece for an HP-based healer, but the heal effect is hidden away. Big roll. Bad roll. Sad. It doesn't always work out, but it is at least a good sign to keep going. Not great substats here. We're going to need a big, big roll, and that is a hugely small roll. Keep it moving, guys. Like I said, we are going to be thorough with a capital T. It could work. I mean, the first stat is useless. I guess the cool thing about this is if it's a really big attack bonus roll, I should not say the first stat is useless, because this is like a flex piece. If the attack bonus roll is like okay, but not that great, but then the HP roll is huge and the other stuff's acceptable, this totally works for an HP-based healer. But then again, if the attack bonus is huge and the rest is good, because we're only going to keep if it's all huge and good, then it's great for like an Ezreal, for like an HP-based healer, because I really don't mind putting healers in Whirlwind at all. It's okay. It's not good enough, but it's okay. Like, that piece could really exist for a lot of people. So this is a piece that exists specifically for like your Ezreal or something, because it does have the flat attack and the attack bonus, which is something you really want to double up. Flat attack makes a big difference if you get big rolls, guys. Like that one. Not big enough, but you could see how you might be at a point where, hey, 317 is nothing to sneeze at, right? Sell that off. One thing this game has that's quite different than Raid Shadow Legends is like the flat rolls on substats. On main stats, you outgrow them pretty quick, as I described earlier. But on substats, like, they're still relevant, especially if you're building a Dolores and you're just like, how much attack can I get on this person or something like that, right? Or a healer, you know? So this is not that great. I kept it because, like I told you, like, just my whole account's hurting for crit rate. This is going to have to roll brilliantly. I'm going to have to need like some proper purple on the attack bonus. We'll not even level it to get there because I'm just going to sell there. You guys are definitely seeing a theme now. And I will reiterate now, since we're coming up on, what, 50 minutes into the video, you don't have to be this picky. I'm just showing you, like, cutthroat, as picky as you can go, but you got to know your account and make your own decisions. So this is another healer piece that I saved. It's okay. It has to be for an HP-based healer. The first stat doesn't matter. It's going to have to be huge. It wasn't. But you can see, guys, even with all the leveling, we're going up. A little while ago, we were at 9.3 million. Our gold's actually going up. One cool thing about this game that I really love is you can level a piece to 4 plus 4, and you still make money when you sell it because it's so cheap to level to 4. So that's a really cool thing that happens in this game. That is a sell. What do we got here? So this is another flex piece, right? This could be great for an attack-based healer with a big roll, but even if we take a light roll, it could work for an HP-based healer. Let's see. God, the poop rolls are out. The poop rolls are happening in a big way, but at least we're making tons of space. 658 now, guys, and this will go even faster with accessories. But we're actually getting closer to the end than you think. We're making good progress. All of a sudden, we're going a bit fast. Heal effect. So this piece, I did save as a DPS piece, believe it or not, because of that crit rate, because I'm hurting for it so bad. So let's get a good first roll as a good omen. Why would we? Why would anything good ever happen? Geez Louise. I really am going to have to farm Lost Legacy. This is really hitting home. So this is clear DPS piece, great DPS subsets, the double flat, the double attacks with the flat and the bonus, and then crit rate hidden all the way. Too bad that it's hidden, but this is a high potential piece. No crit damage. Crit damage would make it perfect. We don't have it. It's not a bad roll, but it's not good enough. Unfortunately, we soldier on. Again, a high potential piece. We're missing, not perfect, we're missing that crit damage. Crit damage would make it perfect, but that is a good roll. Slightly less than purple, but it's a strong roll, enough for me to bring this to 8 and see what happens. I might start getting disappointed soon. We haven't had a good roll in a while, or a piece roll well in a while, since the very beginning. So here you go. You can see we're missing crit rate. However, this is pretty high DPS-y as well. It's not ideal, and the attack bonus that matters the most to me is hidden away. So we're going to need some pretty juiced up rolls. With the second and third most important, we do have some instant feedback, and that did roll quite well. Is this going to finally break this little curse? No, it doesn't. Why would it? Why would it? Let's sell that bad boy. All right, to keep going. What do you got over here? Flat defense. But then, I mean, we've got this little triumvirate. These would be, you know, obviously we care more about crit damage than flat attack when it comes to a proper DPS and a crit build. So, unfortunately, the first stat is the bad one, but the rest is quite good. Can we finally get something good, guys? I'm so desperate. I'm going to 8 it. I'm still going to 8 it. Nope. Ay. What do we got here? Okay, no crit rate, but still a decent potential piece, and the HP bonus isn't too bad if we were put on a fighter or something. There we go. That's a nice big roll. You know what? Let me leak a little news while I have you guys, while I'm trying to kill some time and not talk like crazy. Honestly, that was good enough that I will bring this to 12. Kineza's already getting a rework. I heard from my contact with the devs today. So kind of cool. So I will test her out in the next few days. The rework's already live. I don't think I'll have time today, but hopefully I'll do it tomorrow. But if you guys saw my guide on Kineza, go check it out if you haven't. I'm pretty proud of that video. She's good, but she's not that good. But they gave her even more damage based off of her attack speed. So I'm thinking, and if they're doing a second rework on her, I think before she even goes live, not even only on Global, but also on Forerunner, I think it's going to be nice and proper. Sorry, the attack speed set reminded me of that. This piece is okay. This piece can live on the account because if the attack bonus rolled purple, it would be a good piece. So that is something, you know what, let's even 13 it. I hate 13 pieces because it takes over. People in the chat are asking who's Kineza. Kineza is like the wife or the concubine of Salazar. She's not live, but I put a guide out. She's coming out soon in the game. And she's got a really cool shared skill with Salazar. So here we go. No crit rate again, but at least it's got that instant feedback. The stat we care the least about is the one at the bottom. Oof, I'm so desperate I'm going to 8 it. I'm so desperate I'm going to 12 it. We're still at net positive on our golds. Oh my god, my heart just broke into 1,000 tiny little tiny little pieces. Let's sell it. I said I'd be cutthroat. Cutthroat I will be. Decently quick feedback. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Wow, when was the last time we had a piece that I could be like, oh, that's a piece that was that one tank piece we had. I won't touch the stuff that people are already wearing. So we're done with Whirlwind. On to our last normal set. And I'll tell you, Immortal Warrior and Warlord I did last night, so that'll be pretty quick. Obviously, I don't have too much of that. I've only been on 119 for a few weeks. So when it comes to Annihilating Might, I will start with weapons again. You can see I cleared this out pretty clean, and then I left some breastplates we have to level. I did all of my weapons last night. I have really bad Annihilating Might weapons and really good Annihilating Might breastplates, as you're going to see. Some of the best beats on my account are Annihilating Might breastplates, but this is like one of the only solid ones I have, and this isn't even that good, especially if I'm trying to get towards like proper late game stuff. It's not that good. But you can see I'm keeping all these at plus 16 just because I have some good breastplates that have to get matched up sometimes. This is something I could sell though. You know what? This piece sucks. I'm never going to put it on anyone. 151 gold, I'll take it. But you can see this is a piece I kind of will save. I don't know. It could go on a fighter, I guess. I'm desperate, guys. This piece kind of sucks, honestly. If Scorch wasn't wearing it, I would sell it right now. Again, this piece I could even maybe justify selling right now, but I'm just so desperate. This one at least has 3 good substats, even if they all rolled like poop. This is probably the best one we have. So this is one my Comet normally wears. Obviously, Tariel's wearing it right now because we have the Gear 8-3 tournament. I don't know why that wasn't locked. Do I sell this piece? I think I can. I'm dying to sell it, but I will have to wait till I farmed a bit more. And then this one's acceptable, but like no crit, right? It's just attack speed and attack bonus. The rolls are fine, but just, yeah, it sucks. Know your account though. But look at some of these pieces. I got 2 really, really nice ancient pieces here. You know, not mind-blowing, but good stuff. You know, this piece is okay, but there's some good pieces here. This piece is quite good. This one actually has perfect substats. Okay, so when we get to this point, because I have such few good weapons, it's not like I'm dying to get so many great breastplates, so we can be as picky as we always are. Let's go to our sort function. So I'll tell you right up, if it doesn't have attack bonus, it's not staying. I guess I'll make one quick exception. If it has everything but attack bonus, it can stay. So there's actually three ones with an opportunity here. It looks like actually I did sort all this last night. But so that's how I would have sorted it, right? So you can see with the crit rate, you know I'm desperate for crit rate. We can deal with it. These are going to have to roll well, obviously, but attack is king. So it's going to have to roll really well for me to keep a piece that doesn't have attack bonus on it for a DPS. And then you can see, obviously, for the rest, I was like, all right, it needs attack bonus and crit. That's how that happened, and then so on and so on, right? They're all already locked up, so we can just go to breastplates, and then go to Annihilating Might. Let's see here. So yeah, this piece doesn't really cut it for me. I'm trying to remember why I would have kept this. Without crit damage or crit rate, I'm actually not going to keep it. So maybe I have this locked from a not when I was doing my session last night. This one's close. I don't like it at all, so it's going to have to just be a monster roll. Can someone try to get a timestamp on when our last piece worth saving was? This is like as cold a streak as I've ever had. To be fair, I've never done this intense gear cleanse on this account for this game, but wow. Yikes. It's never ending. I should have a counter in the corner. How many bad pieces in a row? Or I shouldn't say bad, but pieces I can't keep in a row. Nope. It has the crit rate, right? Basically, if it has attack bonus and crit rate, it can be super, super viable. Oh, that is a fine roll, but it's just not good enough. I guess if it had a great crit roll, maybe I could keep it. If this defense roll is like through the roof, we'll bring it to 12. Through the roof, it was not. All right, the sadness continues. So this one just straight up doesn't have flat attack or attack bonus. I mean, if this defense bonus roll goes gold, maybe we'll take it higher. Psychotic saying he hates seeing these rolls, but he's relieved it isn't just him getting the bad rolls. Guys, a lot of times people think like, oh, I have the worst luck, or oh, I'm so much more unlucky. No, it's just you need to keep doing things enough and enough and enough that when you have a large sample size, you'll see the rates are the rates. Like, same with summoning. You might have amazing luck and then terrible luck. It all evens out to the decently bad luck we all are going to get from decently bad rates, and it's even more accentuated with gear. I think it's nice to have perspective. No crit rate here, which stinks, and the first substat's bad, but the other ones are quite good. Come on, baby. Oh my god. I'm desperate enough. I'm desperate enough to bring it to 8. We're still coming up on 10 million. We're still making money off this stuff. This one, no attack bonus, but has flat attack, and then I am desperate for that crit. I'm desperate for that crit. Oh my god. How many are we at? 40 minutes ago, Tanner says. He rewinded. That's how long it's been since a piece worth keeping. I mean, this one is a high potential piece. Again, no attack bonus, but like, give me the crit instant feedback. Give it to me, baby. Nope. This really shows you how hard it is to farm gear. This is why you'll see people going for 40,000, 50,000, maybe even more points in some of these tournaments. And you're like, are they crazy? What are they doing? It's like, no, it's this hard to find good pieces and find the good pieces and then get the good rolls. All right, that felt promising. Let's bring it to 8. Come on, baby. Is this our piece finally? This might finally. Come on, that's a high purple roll. Just give me 2 bars. Yep. All right, so this piece I will 13. Finally, we have a piece that we can kind of keep. It's not even mind-blowing at all, but like, of course, if this rolls 20% crit, this piece lives on the account, right? Let's get to 13 so I know to level it when the event starts. Okay, so finally one can stay. On we go, guys. All right, some pretty good subs here. I don't mind it not having the crit damage since... Oh, yikes. It's not even that bad a roll. Let's take it to 8. I don't mind it not having the crit damage since we're getting crit damage from the set. This one I won't sell, honestly. I'm that desperate. Flat attack. This one's going to have to roll like a monster. No crit rate on it. It did not roll. It didn't roll poorly at all. Don't get me wrong, but that's not great. I'm hoping we get one piece today that's like, whoa, what a roll. Like one gold roll. That'd be fun. It's a big roll. That's enough to bring it to 8 and find out about that attack bonus. That's a bit of a yikes for me. Not enough. Not good enough. I promised myself I wouldn't go easy on these pieces. Like I want to go be picky. Ay. At least we find out. Let's do 1 plus 8 and let's see. Maybe that will change our luck. Nope. I'm not going to bring that last one to +9. I bring one to +9, which is like, so I know next event I'm leveling it, as opposed to keeping an eye on it during the next gear cleanse or a few events from now. +9 or +5 or +13. It's like next event, that's going up, you know? But this one's going in the trash bin. That's where you belong. Ooh, good substats on this one. So this has everything but flat attack. This has the 3 most important substats and a half decent roll. Is this, come on, give me one like good piece. Heal effect obviously doesn't matter. Oh my God. Christ. Oh, Lordy. Lordy. We're done with all the base stats now, I think. That's Annihilating Might. We're done. On to the last 2. You see, I don't have any Immortal Warrior. I guess, is that even possible? Maybe I just haven't pulled any. How is that even possible? I guess I must have gone through it last night and the subsets just were really stinky. Someone in the chat is saying that they wish they would implement a way to reroll substats. I really don't agree with that. Nothing creates a divide between free-to-play and light spenders and super big spenders like materials that let you reroll substats. I'm not a fan of that at all, actually, personally. All right, here. So, guys, if you're unaware, Immortal Warrior, this is the tanky of the special sets. I don't know what the heck happened to my breastplates here. Maybe they just stunk. I actually can't remember last night. But these have these will give you HP plus 25, just 25%, just like Life Force. They also give you a bonus 10% defense. I think just like that other early game defense set. Do I even have any of that to show? Iron Fortress, what does that give you? That gives 15. Okay, so a slightly worse version of that. Okay, so let's go here. What should we got? So this does have fantastic tank stats, right? We are missing flat defense, but you know, it has HP bonus, it has flat HP, it has defense bonus, so we'll take this up. Not good enough. To be fair to the game, when I'm like, it's been so long, like I am being really picky. Like, don't get me wrong. This has good substats, the 3 most important. Not good enough. And I would say, guys, I've definitely fell victim to this. I didn't level any, but I was hoarding all these, you know, yellow and purple pieces, like the higher end, the more exclusive pieces that you get in 19 plus, the ones that you have to use, what do they call it in this game? The enhancing for? Not enhancing, refining? The chat will let me know. The thing where you can put the mats in to bring them to the higher level piece, you know, upgrade the piece. Oh, you know why it was not showing me with those? Let's see. Ascension. There you go. You know, I was hoarding them. I wasn't leveling them, I was hoarding them. But like, don't get enamored because if the stats are still bad, you're still not going to use it. Pretty solid tank stats. Let's keep going. Nope. Someone in the chat is asking if like a hero like Ardith, or maybe you're thinking like Volca or maybe Wrath, that A5, if they benefit from heal effect. With heroes like that, it all comes down to the phrasing of the skill. If it says the hero heals themselves, then heal effect will help. But if it says restores HP by whatever, then it doesn't count as a heal. So if it says heal, it's a heal. If it says restore, it's not a heal, right? So that is definitely something worth making note of. What do we got here? HP, okay, this is fine. instant feedback at least. And we find out instantly that it's stinky, stanky, absolutely stunky. Yikes. You can see how exhausting these things are. And when people want me to be picky for a gear cleanse, obviously it's like costs some money because it takes a ton of time. We are not well over, but we're over an hour now. Let's sell that bad boy. Are any of these? You don't see these are all the pieces of my account. Am I going to keep a single one? I might have to keep one at some point. Might be this one. That's not a bad roll. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay. Honestly, we don't have a single one of these yet, so let's try it out. Oh yeah, that's finally a piece, and it does have perfect substats for a tank. You will get the 13 treatment. Hello, sir. Congratulations on your 13 treatment. Come on. There we go. I feel like getting 12 to 13 is always really fast. I don't know. Anecdotal. Yikes. Yeah, if there's one thing we're learning beyond gear cleanse, I need to put a lot more effort into my Lost Legacy. That definitely, gear raid 1 is my neglected gear raid. To be fair, oh, excellent piece. Okay, so this one I don't even really need to bring to 8. This one's already good enough, especially being on such a strong set. I'll even bring it to 12. Let's just see, because that's such a good HP bonus. So don't screw me now. See, there we go. Okay, cool. I'm glad I didn't give up on it. This is totally a good piece. Thank you very much for the sub, Cyberduck. Wow, I figured that one out. Thank you, Cyberduck. So another decent piece, baby. And this one, we don't even have to plus 13 because I don't care about the attack bonus. This piece is already kind of ready to rumble. Some 2 nice purples on the 2 most important stats. Let's keep going. So this could be an amazing piece like for a Regulus or something, or a Baron. If it's at least 2 bars on the defense, we'll keep it. It won't be a +9, but we'll keep it. Keep it we will. With these pieces, since I don't have any stockpiled, I'm going to have to keep a few, obviously. Let's keep it moving. Yikes. High potential piece. It's okay. I'll at least take you to 8. We're going to be a little less picky with these since we don't have any stockpiled. I'm pretty fine with this. This is going to be a 9. I know I'm already kind of okay with it as it is. At the worst, it goes on like a Faction Trials champion when I get lazier later on in the game. What I mean by that, just in case it's not clear, is right now I don't just, this one can stay. Right now I have a few gear sets that are solid, and I move them around hero to hero to maximize what my account's capable of. Obviously, I've only been playing for whatever 2 or 3 months, so as we get more and more settled in, I'm gonna just have pieces that can go on the random faction trial heroes, so I don't have to re-gear my faction trials every day, and it takes a ton of time, I'll tell you that much. So it's good to have some pieces that are fine. Not everything needs to be a home run, but when you have a lot of a set, you don't need to keep it. Okay, another decent roll. So we're rolling better on the Immortal Warriors, excuse me. I'll take this to 12. We'll do it right now. We're still over 9 million. We've still been fluctuating at 9.5 million the whole time. It's good enough. It's not good, but it's good enough. I'll be picky with this one because it kind of perfect substats. That's going to be a yikes. I might roll the dice on a +8. Good thing I rolled them. All right, we'll leave that there. That is solid. All right, so that's sorted, and then no breastplates. On to Immortal, to Warlord. So if you guys don't know, Warlord is the same as like a Calamity, plus you get a bonus 30 attack speed. I really like this set. Unfortunately, I don't have very good pieces. When I sorted it last night, these were the only 2 like usable pieces. You see this one has 2 flat stats, so it's not even that good. This is the higher potential instant feedback piece, so let's see. And it rolled okay. Rolled good enough that I will keep it, but not good enough that I'm going to do anything with it right now. This is going to have to be pretty huge for me to go searching in the bottom. Yeah. Ugh. I'll roll it to 8 to see if it's a cursed piece or not. Oh, they got me. They got me. We'll take it to 12. And this is a sell. And the reason this is a sell, guys, is because I'm not going to use it right now at 12. And nothing about this says it's worth investing to see what that crit rate roll is. So this is a sell. What do you got for me here? This is the one we just went through, so that'll be the one we keep. Hopefully you can find 1 or 2 good breastplates. These aren't very good substats here, guys. I do really like this set, though. I wish we could find at least 1 decent pair. We do not so far. Almost done with the left side, and then the right side is slightly easier because it is easier to be much pickier because the main stats, there's less you're gonna keep, right? Because here the main stats are fixed, so you really got to comb through the substats. There, it's like if the main stat's wrong, it's wrong, right? As you already saw from the flat stats, and now we'll get into the nitty gritty with the other stuff. So flat HP, that's quite low. The rest of the stats stink. Into the bin you go. Hi ho, hi ho. Not very good substats on this one, so it's gonna have to roll like an absolute maniac. Kind of rolling like a maniac, actually. Don't mind if I dandy. I'll bring it to 12 just for absolute giggles. 25.5%. Oh yeah. All right, this is freaking big rolls, bro. No crit, so it's not like the best piece in the world, but it's okay. Our first like proper usable piece from any of this Warlord stuff. This one I really don't like that much. I'll just bring it to 8 right away in case we get another monster attack bonus. It's quite a nice attack bonus, but it's not good enough. This piece certainly isn't better than the other piece we just rolled. Much better substats here. I'll just take this to 8 too. Let's try to get this train rumbling. Wow, juiced up piece. Let's bring it to 12 just for fun. That wasn't fun at all. I probably will still keep it. This actually could work really well on like a Dolores, right? Because we can get a little extra attack speed. It's actually kind of a really nice piece if you ignore the crit damage. Fine with that. Our last chance. It's going to have to roll absolutely juice. Give me juice. It's roll juice, baby. That ain't juice, son. All right, so we kept 2. And then we kept, what, 1 weapon? All right, so we got 1 set. But this one doesn't even have attack bonus, so... Oh, sorry, I meant this. Excuse me. Yeah, this one is just like a, we'll see. Okay, well, actually, first, I was going to say, finally, we are on to the accessories to finish off this thing. However, we can check these little nasty boys. There's only so few, so we might as well go through all of them one by one. This guy will roll to 8, because, like, if there's some reason, this is the only way to get rage regen off these little pieces. So it could be potentially usable if this is, like, a huge attack speed roll. It didn't. I think that is a sell. That 15% rage regen is never going to be enough to justify those horrible substats. This one's useless. A couple of these pieces just slide through the cracks because I forget to sort by them. Not good enough. I should probably keep one of these. Oh, no, I have a few that are gold, so we can keep that. This one's absolutely trash. This one, nothing this one could do could make me care. This one doesn't have attack speed. Why did I keep that? This doesn't either. Is that why I kept that one other piece? It was the only one? Okay, this one has attack speed, so we'll lock it. Well, I guess we'll keep 2. Fine. Sell. I don't know why Dolan's wearing that. I guess I can't sell it right now, but that's not good. Sell that. Okay, so now onto these 2 sets. I kept this one because it has a big HP roll. It's like fine, just like throw it on Decimus. Maybe he can survive 1 extra hit in some content. I don't mind it. This one I do mind. Nothing like this. This was actually a piece I used a lot early on. This was like one of the best sets I had. This attack bonus with crit rate for Amani. This is probably like day 2. Don't get me wrong, but we've graduated. This one I've been keeping just because it's plus 16. I'm finally ready to sell it. That's 151 gold back. All right, let's check our plates. No good. No good. I had to remember what that set was. I mean, I hate these. These flat stat sets are just trash. I mean, they're the ultimate early game sets, right? I don't know why I have this. I don't know why I'm keeping as if I'm ever going to use that set. It's just a much worse version of Calamity, or I guess a 40% worse version of Calamity. So I only have 2 options for this. So I guess I'll keep this just so I have 2. Oh no, we have these guys up here. Are you better? You're better. You're not good. Okay, so then we'll keep the one on Dallin, and we'll get rid of this one, so we'll keep 2. This one, you know why I kept this one, and I'm going to continue to keep it? It has a huge flat HP roll, because I 16'd it way back in the day. I think I actually 16'd this one accidentally, like my first week. I thought I clicked 8 or something. I clicked 16, and then I looked away for a minute. We'll keep that, and then this one can absolutely go in that trash. And now it is sorted. Left side is done. So how do I like to do it? We already did our flat stats. That's how we kicked it off. Kind of weird that I started with flat stat accessories, but I do think that's the easiest. And then I moved left to right. Actually, not that weird. I think it makes sense. So onto our accessories. We'll go back to our sell screen for the first time in a while. Make sure to actually click your accessories and you don't sell anything wrong by accident. So we're going to go specifically by primary attributes, not by sets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from like the least important main stats you could ever have, because those will be the easiest to sell. That's where you can be the pickiest, to the most important. So like to your attack bonuses, right? So least important is going to be heal effect. You could easily keep a couple heal effect pieces. You're going to see I got a lot of new ones from my farming last night. Most of these will be trash. So there's no way I'm keeping a heal effect main stat accessory if it does not have attack speed. I'm not even going to look at these. I don't care about the thumbs up. Oh, you know what? I will actually look at the invigoration because I love invigoration. No, I don't know why I kept you. Nope. What do you got? Nope. What do you got? Yeah, I don't know why I kept any of these, actually. If it doesn't have attack speed, it's gone. It doesn't have attack speed, it's gone. Maybe I kept it when I first got to 219 and then 220 and started getting invigoration, but if it doesn't have attack speed on heal effect, it's worthless because you need the attack speed, and then you can start go hunting for the healing multiplier. So whether it's HP based or attack based, so we're going to do that now. So this is attack bonus. This is attack speed, attack bonus. This is like, okay. It's broken set, obviously. You're never going to run a curse set on a healer. If we got a just gold monster roll, maybe we keep it, right? So I'll lock it, and then we'll level it. This is basically what I'm looking for. I want rage regen and attack speed. It's too bad the attack speed's hidden down there. The glacier also theoretically could be useful. Actually, not really on this one, since it's not going to be an attack-based healer. It'd be an HP-based healer, but we'll lock that and go check it. This one's could be fine. It has flexibility. We'll level it. Broken set, obviously here. There's no way Night Terror could ever help a healer. It has the rage regen, actually, so this will keep it as a high potential broken. Another high potential broken for an attack-based healer, like our Ezreal. We'll check it. For me here, I kept these just, I guess, because they were Ageless Wrath. But attack speed with flat attack, HP, the HP with the defense, we can roll it. This one, yeah, we got the HP bonus and the flat HP. It's okay. It's pretty, there's a chance I keep maybe just one of these, right? But we got to check. So let's go back to here. Let's go by healing effect. Keep in mind it's going to be spread out among the three. So these are all new pieces we got last night, basically. This one needs huge rolls since the two most important pieces are hidden all the way at the bottom. Not good enough. No one's going to use that, especially on broken set. Like if these were on a Skelepius or Invigoration, obviously it makes more sense because we get the heal effect, right? What do we got here? Okay, let's see. So broken set piece. Hopefully we can find one juiced up one, but so far, no good. Okay, this one has potential beyond the first roll, so hopefully we just get a half-decent first roll, and then we can go check. That is not what I call half-decent. Wow, thank you so much, Ploptimus, for the nice donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't know if that appeared on screen, but I definitely appreciate Ploptimus just donated $10, so that's awesome. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate this stuff because this very much is my full-time job. What was that? Everyone? I guess they all sucked. All right, there we go. Let's keep it moving. You're gonna need a big roll here since the attack speed's hidden all the way at the end. We did not get it. What do we got? Attack speed. This one has a few good things, but no HP bonus or attack bonus. So it's gonna have to have a monster roll here. It did not. We might come out of this without any usable healing effect pieces, unfortunately. This one has really nice substats besides the crit damage for an HP-based healer. Let's see what we can get. A lot of this, huh? There's been a lot of this today. This one, do we bring... No. I was going to say, do we bring... Because we're going to have to save something, right? But at this point, maybe we're not. And keep in mind, guys, like none of... Oh, here's our one... So this is the one piece we keep, right? This is the one that Ezreal's already wearing. Maybe one of these will get lucky, too. This could be another decent one for an attack-based healer. There's that donation from Ploptimus. A bit of a delay there. Super nice. I really appreciate that. That was half decent. We're so desperate. I'm going to 12 this and see if we get a huge attack bonus roll. It was like solid, but that's not good enough to bring to 16. Alas, especially on a broken set like that. Our last chance here, guys. It does have really good substats if this was, because this would be a Glacier Ring, right? So the bonus attack, and this would probably go on an attack-based healer since it gets the HP bonus and the attack bonus. Attack speed is nice, and the defense. This is a pretty high potential piece. And it's a pretty high potential that it's ending up in the trash bin. All right, so all in all, we have one healing effect piece. Hopefully we find some better stuff along the way. It is what it is, guys. All right, so the next easiest to go through is Rage Regen. If it does not have attack speed, it is getting sold. Let's actually just go to our sort screen now. We're going to have a lot of new stuff that I haven't seen from last night. But yeah, just straight up, I'm not even going to look. If it doesn't have attack speed, it is getting sold. If you guys don't know, Rage Regen scales off of when your hero does an attack and when your hero receives an attack. So it needs to be doing lots of attacks to get a good benefit from Rage Regen. So it needs attack speed. That's how you do a lot of basic attacks. All right, this one we can keep. These are, I guess, locked for a reason. Attack speed's hidden away. Honestly, I kind of hate this piece. This piece is getting sold. I don't know why that was locked. I kind of hate that piece too. Yeah. Why would have I kept this? I would have kept this maybe for a healer, but there's no attack bonus or HP bonus. Yeah, that's a sell too. You got to be picky. I said I'd be picky. This could be nice on an attack-based healer, even without heal effect. It could be okay. This does not work. I guess we can bring this and just see. We can definitely bring... This could be perfect for a healer. I mean, it would be rare that you would run Rage Regen, but if these were huge substats, then it's usable, right? So that's why you keep it. And then finally, this one's already leveled, and it does have some attack speed. Toss it on your Mari. I mean, that's really what you're thinking with these Rage Regen pieces, right? Like, throw it on a Mari, throw it on an Aeon, throw it on a Laurel, like more of those utility spammer kind of units. Maybe that's where... What was I thinking with some of these pieces? They all really suck. This one I probably just saw attack speed and said, oh, maybe. But we already have this one piece that has like 36 attack speed. It's like fine. So we'll sell the pieces we chose, then we'll go level the others and see if we can find a few more worth keeping. So let's go back. If you don't know, guys, Rage Regen can only exist on a ring, so you can just click your rings when you go through it. Oh, this one have kept forever. Just this was the first gold roll on my account. I'll probably keep it forever because it's fun, but also 95 attack speed. Come on, the substat alone, gorgeous. All right, instant feedback here. Pretty good feedback. I'll keep it right there at 4. I mean, this is fine. Maybe I'll keep it at 5, not to level. This is the rare exception. It's not to catch my level. It's not to catch my that I want to level next event for this one per se, but I could see myself running this on like a Mari if I was like, oh, let me try this. You know, maybe I was playing around with some stuff. Maybe I want to test stuff in the future. So that can certainly stay on the account. This is gonna need some huge roll here for me to even try it. Yucky, yucky. That was kind of the one I was hoping for that maybe had slight use. Rage Regen really isn't a nice main stat, guys, but, you know, I'm trying to give them all a shot here. This one also could totally have use for an attack-based healer, but not with that roll. It can't. Into the bin you go. Yo-ho, yo-ho. Last one, guys. Pretty quick with this stuff. Again, this is the one with perfect substats for an attack-based healer. Should we do a +8? It worked that one time. Let's see. It's also failed many times, but maybe it works. Kind of works. This one I will keep. I'm not even going to +9 it because I can't imagine a situation where I need this yet. But maybe there's some future content where it's like, wow, if my Ezreal just had that much more Rage, you know, you never know. All right, that one can stay. So all in all, we're keeping 4 pieces. This one, I'm just, it's on. I'm not going to go and hunt and take it off. And it's Invigoration. You can throw a random Invigoration set on a useless faction trials champion. That's something I do a lot. Okay, on to like actual substats. The easiest to get rid of that remains is defense percentage. For me, I would never build defense percentage on a tank piece. I would only do it for hopefully one day that defense-based DPS will be more of a thing, or maybe I'll pull Gone. You never know. So I'm straight up just looking for some juiced up. Let's actually go by cell. It'll be easier to filter here. I'm looking for something juiced up with like some crit rate, some attack speed, something like that. So something like this. So probably these are my candidates. Let's see what these substats look like. The attack bonus, I don't care. This has flat defense too. This is potential piece. This one I already saved. Crit rate attack speed with some tankiness is all right. Crit rate attack speed, a little bit of tankiness. The attack speed doesn't matter because I'm really thinking specifically of like a defense DPS, like a defense-based attacker. Maybe. That one's a sell. Okay, with these, it should be pretty easy. Actually, the easiest way to do it is these, none of them match, right? So I don't need any of that. Yuck. That's a sell. With these, I might quickly click through, actually, just to be safe. You know what we could do, actually, to recycle? Or recycle how we see it. We can give up on the attack speed and then also go by maybe crit damage and flat defense. That'd be the other concession I would make. So like this one we could keep for like a Gone if we ever were blessed enough to get him. This one has none. Yeah, I don't need any of this. No crit. You know what? I can also do a final measure, and then we can go in and level and sell. Is it at least needs crit rate? So these don't even have crit rate. Okay, I might just click through these, like I said. Crit rate, rage regen, flat defense. No, because I'm only keeping like 2 or 3 sets ideally. You know, 2 or 3 pieces of each thing, and it's like, I don't even have the hero that this would work on yet. This one is super high potential. That's why I kept it. This one is also quite fine. This one is borderline, but with the crit hidden all the way, I'm not going to level it that high. It'd have to be rolling like crazy. This one's super high potential. Crit rate, attack, rage regen. I think this is a sell. This is definitely a check. This is definitely a sell. Bear with me, folks. We're getting to the very end here. Defense with crit, rage regen. I don't really like it. No. Crit, rage regen, but you get the crit first. That's something I can live with. And to be fair, I could probably live with that too. We'll at least level it. This one, crit, flat defense, attack speed. We'll keep that. Crit rate and nothing, no. Crit rate and crit damage, yes. And rage regen, we'll definitely keep that. Crit rate, crit, yeah, definitely. Definitely, even though it's hidden away. Yeah, we'll keep it. We won't. We won't. If it rolls enormous, I guess. Now we're into the nice sets at least. It does have the flat defense. We'll check it. I'm happy with checking that. Rage regen, crit rate. Crit rate's hidden array, and I don't care enough about the rage regen. I'll sell that. Now Soulbound Arcana, which I just love. An insane ability for longer fights. And pretty solid subsets and instant feedback subsets too. Now we got crit rate. Flat defense hidden away. I guess we could check it because it is on Soulbound Arcana. This one we'll check. I like Infernal Roar as well. I don't care enough about rage regen. Not with that. With no attack speed, no crit damage, no flat defense. This one can sell. All right, so not that many defense pieces we even have to think about. So let's go through it now. Defense bonus. I guess let's start with our bangles. Not the best piece. Everything's hidden at the bottom. Let's see. It's not bad, but it's not good. This has really high potential stats. It only hit at attack speed instead of attack bonus. With that roll, though, you're going to hang out in the bin with all your other fallen soldiers. What do we got here? Defense bonus. All right, this one has some really nice subsets, too. Again, only missing attack speed. I'll bring it to 8. We need something, right? We're going to need at least one bangle, at least one. All right, this is a piece that can just, like, stay on the account. It doesn't even be +9, but just so we have a bangle, unless we find a way better bangle, because that's obviously, not obviously, that likely will be a broken set piece. Let's try a +8 here since the 2 good ones are at the start. Kind of paid off. So this one's already better than the other one, right? Let's compare. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. We'll keep those 2 for now. We'll bring you +4. Give me a big flat defense roll. That is not a big flat defense roll. Unfortunately, we're going to lose it. Again, guys, don't be enamored by the yellow or the gold and red, whatever you want to call it. Soulbound Arcana, I do kind of get enamored by. This is a crazy set. Let's try +8 here since these are the 2 best sets. Now, that'll break your heart. It will. My hypothetical gone is gone. Don't love this, but whatever. We'll see. It is Soulbound Arcana at least. Just good enough that we'll check the +8. And just horrible enough that it's an instant one-way ticket to a trash bin. So good thing I saved those other 2 because the rest are absolutely trash, guys. Let's see what we get here. It's going to have to be a pretty decent roll for me to roll +8. That's pretty decent. +8 it is. Coming up on an hour and a half, guys. I told you this would be a long guide. And let me tell you, if you've never like streamed and talked and made, especially making a guide because there's no time to just take a breath, boy, is it hard to talk for this long. I will tell you guys that much. So, let me know in the comments if any of you guys have been in the situation where you just have to straight up talk for an hour and a half. I don't know if I've ever talked this many words per minute for this long a period of time. But you got to keep motor mouthing it, right? That is acceptable, maybe. I don't know. We'll see, in case we need to like finish off an Ageless Wrath set. I don't know. I'm going to be really hard on this piece since everything I want is at the bottom. And by everything, I mean that crit rate. And I guess the crit damage is on top. It doesn't matter. The roll sucks. Sell. All right. Only 4 here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We're getting towards the end, baby. Yuck. Onward and upward. Upward and onward. Yuck again on these substats. The good stuff's all hidden away at the bottom. That's not going to cut it, Mr. Glacier. Onward and upward. Can you guys tell that I'm starting to slowly, absolutely lose my mind? And I guess that's part of the guide too. Take a break. Gear cleansing takes a really long time. You got to be patient, take a break. I'm not going to do that because I'm live. The bathroom can wait. Commit yourself to your craft, people. Oh my God. These rolls, my friends, these rolls. All right, there's one usable amulet, and it's barely usable at that. All right, decent subs here. Enough potential for a +8. I'll take it. Potential meaning the roll wasn't bad. So, okay, cool. I'm going to +12 this. Did we finally find a good defense bonus piece? We did. Okay, so this is the first. So far, this is the only good defense DPS piece on my account, literally. I haven't rolled any stuff until right now. You're seeing all the defense bonus pieces I've ever rolled. Yuck, but it's okay. We already have one good piece at least. Literally one. This one has good substats, and we get the crit rate first. If you go halfway, I'll keep you. Nope, that's not halfway. That's 40%, and that is a sell. Okay, sweet. We're done with defense percentage. So now into attack speed. It's only on amulets, guys, obviously. I was like, where is it? Let's sort by cell here. So attack speed can work on a few different kinds of heroes. You see, I only have kept a few, so I'm just going to click through them, and I'll say, okay, maybe this could work on this, and then I'll say why I keep it or why I don't. So this I will keep. This could like totally work on my Autumn if it rolls a nice flat attack. Also, Invigoration, you can just throw it on people, right? You just throw Invigoration on people, and then they still get the effect. Because a lot of times you just put them down and pick them up, that kind of thing. That we'll keep. So this is attack bonus and crit. So this would only work, and it's an insight set, which is like okay, but definitely not my favorite. This could, I guess it kind of plays well with the synergy in the inside effect. I don't love it. If the attack bonus is just godly, we can try it. So we'll level it. This one has nice substats as a DPS, so we can level it, but I don't really love running attack speed on DPS, but it is something you do sometimes. And they are adding more attack speed heroes, right? Like, who did I just do the guide on? Giselle, I did the spotlight on, and Kineza, her rework is even more attack speed focused. These are very nice subsets. Rage Regen pairs very well with attack speed. I do not like the stick set, obviously, but that's fine. What do we got here? This is horrible. This must be brand new. That's just atrocious. This one has a touch of potential, but it's going to have to be pretty great. There's no attack bonus on this, just to make it clear. This one's, it does have Rage Regen, but it's hidden at 12. No attack bonus. Yuck. This one, I mean, we can try it. And this one, Rage Regen crit, we can try it as well. Okay, so we'll sell those two pieces. We only have, what is that, 7 pieces to level. It's the home stretch, folks. Let's go to filter. Let's go to buy attack speed. Let's do the good ones first, I guess. So these are the ones that at least have crit. So like this piece could work well on like on a DPS with defense, but it didn't. I'm also thinking, I remember we had that one half decent curse piece, so maybe it could pair, but that ain't it. This one has Rage Regen, so if this is a good Rage Regen roll. Also, guys, I'm sorry, I just kept talking about DPS, but like this piece, right? This could work so well on like a spammer, right? Like a Mari. I'm sorry. I'm a lot of stuff going on. I actually am curious. It doesn't matter. I'll keep it regardless. But if it has a half to even HP roll, yeah, this is like a piece that could totally work on Mari, especially with some flat HP. Mari or Aeon, heroes that you might use as like spammers, like high speed, high regen, and you just need a little tankiness on them, like no damage involved. That's probably the best candidates for this. I really should have led with that. Attack speed also theoretically could work on a healer, but I do think you can find enough attack speed elsewhere. But that flat attack as well could be really nice for that spammer kind of unit. Your Laurels, your Maris, especially Aeon. She's like the lady of the hour, right? Because you might only bring him to 50, so a little extra HP, flat HP, still won't scale as well as HP bonus, but it still is a bit better and a bit more usable than when you have, our 6 stars. So I'll definitely take that. This is a fine piece. I'm happy with that piece. Almost certainly broken set because we don't care about damage for whomever that's going to go on, but it is what it is. Attack bonus. All right, so if this is basically could maybe function as a healer piece as well, but that's not a high enough roll. I was gonna say maybe healer, maybe DPS, but that's not a high enough roll regardless. I don't really like the insight set very much at all. This piece is already being worn, so I don't care. Here's some instant feedback to see if it's gonna work as a spammer piece, and it's got some DPS potential. It's too low, I think. Yeah, it's too low, alas. It had a lot of potential. This one could totally work as a DPS. Just good enough that I'll at least aid it. You can see I'm being slightly less picky with these main stats because the right main stats with the right subs on accessories are obviously far harder to come by than your left side pieces, your weapons, and your breastplates, where obviously the main stat is locked in. So that a bit stinky stanky, if I do say so myself. Welcome to the bin, Mr. Wisdom Amulet. And I think that covers all our bases. So guys, we're down to the absolute, like, most important stats in the game, because DPS is king in this game and tankiness and HP are king in this game. So that is what we have left for last. To recap, we have gone through literally all of our left side gear, every single set, very diligently. The first thing we did is we've been sorting by primary attributes for the accessories, just a little catch you up. We did all our flat stats first, then we've since circled back, then we did healing effect, then regen, then attack, then defense bonus, then attack speed. All that remains now is attack bonus, HP bonus, crit rate, and crit damage. I will start with crit rate because personally I really do not enjoy crit rate. It's a waste of a main stat. You could be getting like whatever it is, 66%. Is that right? Is it 66% crit damage? I don't want to speak out of turn here. Let me double check that. And I'm speaking for normal gear, right? So yeah, 66% crit damage or 60% attack in a game where attack is like all that matters. Giving that up for crit rate that you could find in substats to me is a tremendous waste. So we'll go by crit rate because of these remaining four, that's the least important of the main stats. Let's actually go to sell screen. And I'll tell you right now, I'll say it clear as day. If you're doing crit rate and there's not like crit damage and then the main damage stat you're looking for on it, there's no way I'm keeping it. And I'm going to tell you even clearer as day for me, because I've, for better or for worse, especially recently, gotten a few rolls with mythic crit rate. I absolutely, you can see one here, and then I have one that is on my abomination because it's a glacier set with nice rolls. I'm basically not going to keep anything else unless the substats are perfect. I'm not even going to do some hypothetical, what if I get gone defense-based? What if they add more HP-based DPS? No, I'm only thinking attack, and it's going to have to basically be perfect for me to even entertain it. What does perfect look like? Well, it needs attack bonus, and needs attack speed at the very least. These guys I'm not even going to look at. It does not matter to me. Like, it just, there's no crit rate on. Oh, sorry, did I click crit damage? Hold on one second. No, attack speed, right. You know what? Let's do a triumvirate, actually. I want everything. So this is the only remaining option. I don't care. I don't care. What do you got from here? This one I'll look at since it's, which one? Soulbound. This one, no attack speed. You do, no, you're so. I don't like you. These two we'll keep since they're special little boys, right? This one has perfect substats, so we'll give it a chance. There you go. We got 5 potential ones. You can see this one. I don't know why I kept it. It must have been from way, way long ago. I locked it when I was desperate. But with that attack bonus roll, and you're already giving up the fact of having an attack bonus main, and it's only legendary, you can find your way straight to the bin. So we got 4 chances here, and then we've got a final 5th one that we did keep from Abomination. This is basically what I'm looking for. If I'm going to keep a crit rate piece, it's going to have to look like this. And I still don't even like this piece very much. Eventually, he will graduate out of this, no question. I just don't have the best gear, as you probably have learned from this little episode here. So let's go by crit rate. We should have 4 pieces to go through. Oh, there's a piece on Abomination. There's some random piece on Laurel. It really doesn't matter. Like I said, I just will keep random invigoration pieces to throw on heroes when their stats and their build doesn't actually matter, just to get that bonus. So this piece has perfect substats. If you're going to have a crit rate as main, these are perfect substats for an attack DPS. That roll basically tells me all I need to know. It's done. I guess if somehow it rolls gold on this attack speed, I'll keep it. Okay, there you go. It didn't. So all you crit rate main truthers out there, I gave it a fair shot. So this piece is obviously super high potential. I got this last night. I like Aegis Lath. It's not the best of the super endgame sets, but it's a very good one. And these obviously are fantastic substats. It's only missing flat attack, which is the least important. And of course, it is ancient. I'm just going to 12 this right now, and we'll see how juiced up it gets. I have very few ancient pieces. I think I have 7 on my whole account. And this is a piece we'll keep, because this is juiced through the absolute gills. 24% attack bonus. We're almost halfway there as if it was a full main. Crazy crit damage, almost hitting gold. And attack speed through the wazoo. So this is like, there's always exceptions to a rule. I say never crit rate main stats, but when you're talking about a set this good with rolls this good, you've got yourself a keeper. This is even a plus 13. This piece will find its place on my account very soon. Hopefully I can build an Ageless Wrath set. So now I already have two 2/1s. This one's pretty solid. This one is excellent. And this one doesn't matter. Laurel's just wearing it. So these two, it's going to get held to a pretty high standard. This one seems to have better substats than this one, or rather these are hidden away. So I'll just tell you right now, as much as I do like Infernal Roar, this is going to have to be a huge, huge roll for me to even entertain a +12. That is not a huge roll. Welcome to the bin. I think we might be looking at literally 2 pieces, not counting that silly one on Laurel, and they're both ancient. That's kind of what it takes for me to entertain a crit rate main. And there you go. It's done. The Soulbound Arcana, probably my favorite set. There you go. So this is kind of the only piece, because this is a piece I could even imagine, if not, I don't know about selling, but definitely getting rid of in the future, because it doesn't even have attack bonus on it. But this piece has a huge attack bonus on it, so this piece is good. There we go. So that was crit rate. We'll save the best DPS for last in attack bonus and crit damage. So let's quickly do our HP. So who's going to wear HP as a main? He's not live yet, but Gluttony, when he gets his rework, goes live. If you missed my guide, you can go check it out. Gluttony will be our first HP-based damage dealer. There's a couple other tiny exceptions, like Deimos does a slight little extra bonus damage based off his HP, but it's pretty negligent. So all in all, I'm not really going to be looking for DPS stats on this stuff at all. Maybe we'll start it off by just seeing if we can't find 1 or 2 good DPS pieces. So what would that look like? We'll go crit rate, crit damage, and attack speed. We've got 1 right there. I'm not even going to level it right now. I'll just lock it. You know, because it doesn't. I'm not going to sell it either way, because I'm not going to +8 it. It doesn't matter. It's nothing I can use right now, but I'll just lock it so at least we have it. Let's check for Amulet. Nothing. Let's check for Bangle. We got 1. Again, I'll just lock it. These actually is like perfect substats. So I'm kind of fine with it. What did I actually even go by? Oh, because this has the... Yeah, but you can... I guess this one... That one actually isn't perfect, right? Because it's not going to benefit from the attack bonus. But with the crit damage, attack speed, and crit rate. Okay, so we found 2 decent ones. So we can hold the bar really high when it comes to our Bangle and our Ring. I'm really looking for just like 1 of each thing. And then with the Amulet, we can see. So here, I'll make 1 concession. I will give up on the crit damage. I'm not giving up on my crit rate and my attack speed. What do we got here? She's wearing it. Otherwise, I'd sell that. That's not good enough. Same exact story. This is a total sell. Let's see. This one we will entertain. Totally will entertain this. It's got a little tanky. Oh, did I click off? It's got a little tankiness, guys, with the defense bonus, and then it's got the 3 main stats I'm looking for. But with that kind of roll, we don't have to waste our time any further. We are officially in the home stretch. I'd love to wrap this thing up in under 2 hours. We've got about 20 minutes left before that moment. 2 hours was like the goal I had in my head, so it's shaking out all right as a stand. HP bonus with defense bonus, attack. So we got the crit rate at least. We got the attack speed. I really don't love this piece. The Glacier set doesn't help at all if it's going to be an HP-based champion, because we don't care about that bonus attack. But the defense bonus is a little tankiness. It did roll super well. Let's take it to 8. This is a piece maybe we'll just hold on to a bit. We'll hold on to it. It's okay. We'll see if we're desperate and we do get some crazy HP-based damage dealer one day. Maybe I'll 16 it to check that crit rate. By the time that happens, I might have mountains and mountains of gold, because we've been playing forever, because they don't seem like they're in any rush to do that. These are pretty great substats, right? We get our crit, we get our attack speed, we get our rage regen, and we get our HP. We'll take that. This also could totally work not on a damage dealer, right? If we just ignore the crit, this could totally work on like a spam lord, like a Mari if she needed a little more tankiness, an Aeon, right? Or it could totally work even on a HP-based healer. So this is a piece that has a ton of potential, a ton of flexibility as well, and it's a Guardian set, which I really like. And because of that, we're going to be quite forgiving with it. I'm just going to 12 it right now. I'm curious how this piece rolls. It's acceptable. It's acceptable. This piece can live. Okay, we're kind of in business there. Let's see what we got now. So we got flat HP, attack speed. So this could work totally well on a tank, potentially. I do wish it had defense bonus. It's going to have some juiced up rolls on this first one for me to keep it. Guardian set could work well for DPS. That is a pretty good roll. I'm not even going to roll it any further than that. That's enough to know that I will at least keep it. I do want to speed things along a little bit. Let's +8 this one. That is a disaster. People in the chat are asking why Gluttony hasn't been updated yet. I have no idea. He's been done for like 3 weeks. I do not know why he has not been updated. That is a great question. Ask it on Discord to the devs. I have no idea. Anything that's being worn, we will keep. Keep in mind, I'm also have to look not just through this DPS lens, just because we're sorted by that, but we also can look through all the real reasons we're going to use HP stuff. So what do we got here? This is trash. What do we got here? This could be very, very nice for a lot of different things. Ignore the set here, but you know, with the attack speed and the rage regen, this, well, never mind. I was going to say it could totally work on a spammer. It could totally work on a healer. No. This has some crazy damage potential. This could be that 1 HP DPS piece we save. That's good enough for me to at least save it. I don't need to level it further. We'll let it live on the account. This one is okay. I mean, it does have the defense bonus. You know, if it is a big defense bonus, it could work as a tank piece. It's not high enough. I'm going to sell it. Crit. All right, if it's a big crit roll, maybe it could hang. If it's like a super big crit roll, maybe it could hang around as a DPS piece. Not super big, not going to hang around. All right, we're almost done with this HP random DPS sorting. Actually, we are. So now we can do our proper sorting. So let's go to sell. I am going to have to click through because of the variability that comes, but let's look for the things we mainly care about. So I'm just going to go straight up tank first. It gets a lot harder to sort with this because this is really flexible gear. We are in for a doozer because I can't just do any select alls with this stuff. So I am going to have to click through. You know what we can do? We can get some quick locks going. So if it has defense bonus and HP, his defense bonus and HP, it's just an insta lock. I wish I could say like lock all, because at least we have to lock these and go back and check. Yeah, I mean we just are gonna lock them all. They all have a shot, you know, a couple gold rolls, and the next thing you know, our Olog, our Regulus, our Broke here that we'll build probably tomorrow. Like, it's gonna be the next day. We can be having some fun. Lots of broken set here. I'm not at the point yet that I can be super picky about sets, guys. A lot of people have been asking for a gear set tier list. That will come, but just not yet. Yeah, all this stuff just gets locked. The invigoration stuff particularly is something interesting to me. The idea of just putting invigoration on everyone and increasing everyone's attack, it doesn't stack, but if you could get an extra 10% attack on all your DPS, it would go a long way. Terrible roll, you're a sell. 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 You're only legendary. You're only legendary. I'm officially over that stuff. Okay, let's go to, they don't got none. A lot of these should be easy sells. Pretty easy sell. Pretty easy sell, I would say. I mean, it is Guardian Set, and honestly, it's Guardian Set. I have to keep it. I'm so desperate for Guardian Set. What are we looking at here? Attack bonus crit. So this is like, if this was Glacier, it'd be like amazing, but obviously it's not Glacier. I could see maybe if we need to just throw some tankiness on something. I will keep it. I am going to be honest and do my due diligence. This one, similar story, I suppose. I mean, I can't make one concession and not another. I don't know about this piece. I'm going to say it's a no-go. No, because I'm doing the same thing with all these. If it's already locked, I'll just leave it for now. We're going to have to do a lot of leveling. This is bad. This is this nice spammer stats, but it's all the way at the bottom. This is not going to work for me, especially with the set because there's no attack on it. Not good enough. No, there's no attack speed. Otherwise, I would think it's an off piece for a healer. Attack crit rate. Yeah, this could work really well as a Glacier set piece. That must be why I locked it. Attack. It's close, but that is a sell for me. That's a sell. We're gonna have to test that one out, even though I hate a Doom set so much. Such a terrible set. Doom Amulet, we are talking what? Yeah, I mean, good substats. We'll check it out. Wisdom with attack bonus, that is not good enough. That is a sell. I have a lot of HP to go through. I've never like properly straight up combed through this. HP bonus, attack, crit rate, crit damage. It's definitely not gonna cut it. Crit damage, attack bonus, attack speed on an insight set. If it was an insight set, I'd go for it. This one with attack speed, heal effect, HP bonus, and Asclepius, or attack bonus in case this could. No, but attack bonus doesn't really matter, these first two sets. With attack speed, heal effect, HP bonus, and Asclepius. Could totally work for a nice HP based healer. What do we got here? Ageless Wrath. We got HP bonus, attack speed, heal effects. It's kind of the same story. It's at least worth a gander. Attack defense. No. Now we get into my nice invigoration, but let's see. Do you have stats I care about? Not really. We got basic attack damage from the Infernal Roar. I don't see that working out for me. This is just a bad roll, so I'm just not even going to risk it for that biscuit. Oh, no, you know, this is the one I was saying, you know what, we'll save it. We'll save it. Who cares? So at least we have an option. That was that bangle, right? Then we got heal if this is not good enough. And this one is already at 16. You can stay right there. The rolls are fine. This is usable on someone. All right, let's get those sales going. Still have so much more to go through. So these are all the ones I locked, right? How did I miss someone? Did I not lock some? If I locked, I already went through it. This one I don't. This is one I said I was gonna lock, and I must have clicked out of it. Heal effects, attack, rage regen. Okay, that one I said I didn't love either. Okay, cool. So now we should only have. Yeah, those are fine. God, so much coming through to do here. At least we already locked the mains. So, but look at that. It's like another. I don't know how much that is. So much. Okay, the Guardian sets I'll be very forgiving on. It's got HP. We'll keep it. God, this is going to be a long end, actually. There's no way we finish this in under 2 hours. There's flat HP again. On the Guardian, I'm going to be really forgiving. This one I don't care about. These that can be on these offset ones mean less to me. Doesn't matter. Mana Spring. Maybe. Okay. This one, yeah, we'll try it out. Oh boy, this stinks. I think that one I can sell. No. Close, but I think it's an but with the flat HP we should at least try it. Rage Regen, crit. Probably have to try that too on the Glacier set. No attack bonus, but I still think we gotta at least see if it goes crazy. But people are asking why I locked HP percentage on a damage dealer type set, because eventually they will add HP based damage dealers, in case people missed that. HP bonus. Don't like this one. I did not mean to like that. Lock that. I meant to sell that. Attack crit. Not good enough. Not good enough. I don't even like stick set. Not even worth thinking about. Wisdom with no. Oh god, these are really frustrating to go through. I'm gonna be honest, guys. No. The only thing I'm thinking about the wisdom is it could work for Wrath, right? If you needed like one tanky piece, that's kind of where my head's at. But there's no crit on this stuff, so it's like, what? Who cares? And then I'm not gonna keep it for any actual tank or something. No. Ooh, this is exhausting, guys. This is really hitting me now. You guys are getting a raw look, baby. A raw look. Attack bonus, crit damage, rage regen. Yeah, guys, stats over sets. Always stats over sets. Until you're very, very endgame, it's always stats over sets. HP, attack, crit damage, rage regen. Maybe that's the one Wrath piece we give. That's the one Wisdom piece we'll give a look. That's going to be a no. It's going to be a no. Because, guys, these aren't going to have HP and defense since those are the ones on the top. So I'm basically looking for bonus stuff here. No crit, no. No. That's the one we'll try, at least for insight. Attack, crit. Yeah, I think that's got to be a no for me, dog. That one as well, likewise. Okay, here we go. Here's a set I like. Without attack speed, I don't know if I really want it. This one will level just to see, I think. This one is not going to work out, unfortunately. Or you know what? Maybe it could work if we do go that DPS route. Okay, and then I think, have we locked everything? No, we haven't. Okay, you. Yuck. Yuck. Guardian is probably why I leveled this, but in the end, hopefully we find a better Guardian bangle today. No. We got a thumbs up here. I don't know why we're getting a thumbs up. Oh, you know, attack speed, heal effect. This has potential. A little tankiness, that has potential. Fair enough. Guardian set also can be really nice for your healers. If you're going to go a set on your healers. HP bonus. Why is this doing here? Oh, because there's no flat HP. But this one, it's offset, but if it rolls big. If it rolls big, it rolls big, folks. If it rolls big, it rolls big. HP bonus. No, this is no good. Attack, crit, attack bonus. On a curse set for like, no. No. maybe as an offset piece. No attack bonus for the Glacier. I don't think that cuts it. No. If these are locked, I'll just leave them locked and we'll go check. Glacier here with the double attack feels like it's something. It's not something that good, I don't think, but it's certainly something, so we'll have to level it. That's nothing. That is... Ooh, yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it out. What are you looking like? Yeah, I'll try that out too. Night Terror with crit rate attack. Yeah, that's not good enough. And this one is not going to be good enough. Actually, no, not good enough. You, not a stick set, not good enough. Crit rate, crit damage on a wisdom set HP. I mean, we have to at least look. I am going to be thorough. I have to be diligent. I have to be fastidious. Even if it drives me to straight up insanity. This has attack speed, so we will keep it, even though it doesn't have heal effect. We got to see how it rolls. This has regen, but no attack speed, no heal effect. This is a sell. No. At this point, guys, I'm just talking to keep myself focused. Because this stuff gets pretty mindless pretty quick. Once you pass the 2-hour mark, I guess we're not even past it. We're going to hit it in a few minutes. But HP bonus, you got the heal effect, but on an invigoration set, but no attack speed. I think it's a sell. That's a bad roll. That's a very bad roll. All right, we're finally at the end here, guys. And then we can actually level these 100, probably actual 100 pieces. That's a no, I think. Yeah, with that roll, that's a no. This one I kept just so it's a Guardian set piece. I mean, you're already plus 12. I think I might just keep you if we don't find anything better. That I don't care about. That I don't care about. This I don't care about. Actually, what is this roll? This we're going to have to see. If that flat defense rolls, like, maybe. And then this doesn't matter because it's Doom set. I don't care. Gold Doom set doesn't matter. Okay, that's 40 more pieces. Look at that, guys. We're at big profit at this point. Home stretch here. Let's get into all those HP bonuses we have to do. And look at that. We have this much for each piece, right? Even more for the amulets. It's a lot to get through. Unfortunately, this is being worn right now. You know what? Let's finally click out of Autumn, who's been the star of the show today. Because that piece needs to go in the trash. So let's go here. Let's go to filter. Let's go to main. Let's go to HP bonus. And then this guy right here, you can come right off. I know it's a Guardian set, but we've got to find at least one better piece. Let's actually do it justice right now. Let's find one better piece. There's got to be one better Guardian ring, right? There's literally one. This is the piece. Come on, baby. I'll bring you to 8 right away. Come on, make it worth it. Yep, super worth it. Way better. It's not that good, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely better. Well, actually 12 you since you're going to sit on Regulus for a minute. In case I forget to re-gear. Pink Jesus in the chat says, I've sold more gear today than he's had on his account. Sounds like you need a gear farm a bit more. We're already down to 404. It's pretty wild, guys. And I'm going to get that right back up to 1,000 and have to do this thing all over again. Thankfully off stream, so I'll save my voice. I'm going to see my friends when I go out for dinner tonight, and they'll be like, how do you lose your voice? And I'll be like, I didn't stop talking for 2.5 hours. All right, so that was our Guardian set. Let's actually look at all our... Let's go set by set. Why not? The Guardian set's the most important stuff. We do have our flat HP here. Just give me a roll, baby. I just need some good Guardian set pieces. It's good enough. I'm not going to like start leveling it, but we'll lock it. Okay, this could be good. If we get a big attack speed roll... Ooh, it's so borderline. You know, I will keep it because I think I might have to throw my Vortex in a Guardian set to make him usable for 221 if I ever want to beat that. So alas, I will keep that. I think we've graduated from you, honey. This is a very high potential piece. I'm going to straight 8 this. If these 2 rolls are huge, this can go on Vortex. And that goes in the trash bin. Wow. Every time I hype it up, I'm like, maybe this is the one. It's like, nope, not this one either. It's going to have to be a big flat. It's going to be purple here. Oh, no, well, it is purple. Wow, but we do have the defense ones. Let's level this because this is actually a beautiful piece. Rough roll, but I will keep it. It's okay. Let's go on now. Okay, so this one stays. You're our only one. We can bring you to 4. Doesn't really matter what you roll. Wow, that is gross. So it's basically only that and then the one that Regulus is wearing, which isn't even that good either. It has to kind of stay for now. We'll see how desperate I get at another date. Hopefully we get something way better than that. All right, we can stop going by sets now. Let's just start at the bottom and do it. So why did I keep you? Because you have defense and flat HP. So let's see if it doesn't roll well at the beginning. You know, and guys, by the way, when I say roll well now, it's not just purple we're looking at, but I am looking for like at least 2 bars. It's like that is kind of an L. that is going to be an L, especially on an offset piece. I'm not taking my risk. I'm not going to, wager my gold on that. All right, this one has perfect substats. The heal effect doesn't really matter, but the flat defense bonus, and HP, you love to see it. Come on. It's obviously broken set, but it could totally be useful. Definitely good enough to check that defense percentage. And that is definitely worth it. And that's why you at least check. And you got to know where your thresholds are for your different types of gear. So for HP bonus gear, I need some better stuff. Thank you so much for the subscription, Gonzalo. Subscription. Thank you for subscribing, sir. That is a good piece, man. So this is definitely a +9 to catch my eye in a couple days when we level. All right, onward and upward. That made me feel good. That was pretty good. So this one we're keeping as a potential healer piece. So let's just 8 it. The gold's way high now. Yep, that's a sell. There's no way we're going to bring that to 16 to find out about the heal effect. So unfortunately, you find your way straight into the bin. We're locked and loaded, folks. We are absolutely locked and loaded. Another potential healer piece if we get a big thing here, but I mean, it has to be pretty big if we want to go and find out. That is pretty huge. Also, let's bring it to 12. If that flat defense roll is really high too, then this also works on a tank. It rolled like absolute poop, but this could work on like a Vortex Hill. And Mana Spring is quite a nice one. That is going to be, I won't 13 it because I'm not desperate for it, but that is a good piece. So crit rate, attack, rage regen. So this is going to be a damage dealer piece probably, if they want to also rock a little HP for some tankiness. There's some crit. Pink Jesus is making a great point in the chat, so let me actually address this. So Pink Jesus is saying he made a comment before that I have more gear in my account right now that I'm selling that he's ever had in his account at once. And I was like, oh, you need to farm more. But he made a good point. He farms plenty, but he just sells right from the end screen after auto battles. The difference from me is I don't usually do auto battles, but when you do big auto battle things, which like I did it last night, we all do it sometimes, right? You can just sell from the screen and kind of save yourself the headache of this painstaking stuff. But for me, because I don't have the privilege card or anything, I like to stockpile my auto battles. So I usually will go on auto and do one battle, and then they don't charge you an auto battle, and I just spam that as much as I can. But more and more, I've been stockpiling. I still have like well over 500 auto battles. So yeah, it's a great tip from Pink Jesus. Thank you. So there's a crit roll. That's poopy. I said you're poopy. You need to go in the bin. What do you got for me? Heal effect. I guess if it's a really big heal effect. Yeah, so now this wasn't good enough to be on a healer, so it could only work with some crazy attack bonus stuff as a Glacier set. It could actually work on Dolores. Even though it's a bad first roll, if these are huge rolls, it could be really good on Dolores. So kind of happy I checked. I'm actually quite relieved I checked. That's not, oh no, but it's HP bonus. What am I talking about? Guys, can you tell that I'm tired? The rolls are pretty good. Maybe I'll find a use for that one day. I will keep it so it wasn't all for nothing, but that totally was like, I was like, wow, it's so good for Dolores. It has attack bonus, but I'm forgetting we need it as the main stat. Focus, buddy. This could be like really, really strong for Abomination. You do kind of wish it was attack bonus, but it could still be really strong. I am going to do a double here. Reward me. Come on. It's borderline. It's not good enough, though. Into the bin you go, especially when we're talking DPS. That's not going to be good enough. Rage Regen, attack, crit rate. I don't really know why I saved this piece. I guess if we are going to have a DPSer, right? But I don't like this piece at all. And yeah, I don't like it. That's a sell. Getting towards the bottom of the rings, guys, but then don't worry, we have amulets and bangles to go through. I told you there'd be no cuts. I've had to go to the bathroom for about 20 minutes. It doesn't matter. We're going to stay focused. Okay, so here we've got some great substats for A. It's obviously an off piece. Yeah, so this piece can totally stay. This is a piece I probably will level because if this got a huge flat HP roll, this would be like quite usable for like a Regulus kind of hero or a Baron. So there we go, 10, that will catch my eye. It's not great, but it's not bad at all. HP, because you also are generating your rage regen percentages scaling off making attacks, but also being attacked. So if you got a good ult on it also broke here, right? There's a lot of tanks that you want to get their ult off a lot. So that's a pretty good one. This one has some nice tanky substats. I'll be a little bit greedier here. That's an insta bin. Insta bin. So this is a touch of DPS, I suppose. I'm racking my brain for why I've saved everything. That is a sell. Flat HP. Insight. Okay, so if you needed a touch of tankiness, like just to run 1 HP thing, maybe if they add extra levels of AMR, you gotta always be thinking ahead, people. It's a good roll. I'm not dying to have this piece, but this piece can exist on my account, no question. So you get to stay, even though I'm not a big fan of the Insight set. So here we got the heal effect and the flat HP. You wish there was attack speed, but this is a proper usable piece, you know, for our healer with the nice Asclepius set. It's good enough. Let's see what the heal effect goes. You know what? I still might 12 it because maybe this could also just be an off-piece tank piece if it has a huge defense roll. It didn't. This piece really tested my limits. All the rolls were like just nearly there, but not good enough. Just nearly there being usable on my account specifically. This has really, really nice, tank subs and really bad tank sub rolls. Into the bin you go. Sorry, Soulbound Arcana. And then I think we're about kind of good to go. I'm trying to see what all these things are. I mean, this is trash. Why are you here? And then, oh, I saved that because it was the 1 DPS thing. All right, well, it was trash, let's be honest. Onward and upward, it's still so much more to frickin' go through. Oh my god. Basically, I'm going to change. We need to stay focused, and I'm not going to make it to the end of this thing. If it doesn't roll purple like that, or at least have a ton of potential, we're just going to give up on it. That did roll pretty good, though, if I'm being honest. So I guess you can be, if we're just really need that, like, again, AMR, we need a touch of tankiness to go on our DPS. You can stay. Let's keep going. What do you got here for me? HP with some defense bonus. All right, so we'll just straight to 8. And if the defense bonus isn't a high roll, we will throw it out. It was not a high roll. We will throw it out. Got to start being picky again, or else I'm not going to make it to the finish line, folks. Flat HP. All right, so this is some really nice tank subs again. Let's bring you straight to 8. Hashtag straight to 8. Hashtag terrible roll. Hashtag oh my god, I'm losing my mind. What do we got here? So Glacier, but it really comes down to the Rage Region and the flat HP. Let's do another straight to 8. Close but no cigar, especially on an off piece. That's going to be a Cellorama. Auto clickers are not allowed in this game. Someone is asking in the chat. Many people have gotten banned for that, so I do not think it's worth the risk. Of course, I know the benefit of an auto clicker. Amazing tank stats here, guys. So off piece, come on, give me a roll. I know auto clickers are very attractive. Like in Raid, they're like a must basically, and they would help in this game, but they are not. You will get banned until they change their stance. I will strongly recommend no one does it. We got some nice tank stats here. This is gonna have to be at least purple. I'll call it right now. That's not gonna cut it, folks. Let's keep moving. Okay, same kind of thing. If we need extra tankiness on the fighter or something. I don't hate it because it's also a good set. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to level any further, but this is a piece that we can at least save. HP with some... All right, so this is some really nice tank stats. Again, let's go hashtag straight to 8. And we are slightly rewarded for it. Give me some purple defense bonus. I asked so nicely, man. This is a piece we can save, though, and throw on a faction trials unit. It's fine. So we're finding more usability, at least. You're going to have to be pretty solid. Oh, actually, amazing offset healer piece, but not with that roll. I might still gamble, because if the healing effect is purple, it probably is worth it. Not high enough. Not high enough to justify the rest. Unfortunately, offset piece, you are going to the trash. So we got heal effect here with some tankiness, and then also a flat HP. It could go on a healer if it rolls really well. Roll really well, it did not. Really nice tank stats here. Really, really good ones. These rolls, man. Ice cold. These kind of rolls will drive a man to insanity, I'll tell you that much. This is like, again, same kind of thing. A little tankiness for a fighter or something. Not with that roll. You're not going to stay on my account with that roll. We are into the 300s, folks. We're doing pretty good here. Really amazing potential DPS piece, like for someone that needs a touch of tanky, but not with that roll. You know, I might bring this in case we get that HP DPS. If the rest rolls super high, super high, just like that. What is that? 4% crit damage. That'll do it, donkey. What do we got here? A little wisdom set. Amazing tank subs. Come on. Yikes. Big yikes. Yeah, I can't catch a break with these tank rolls. Slightly acceptable. It's going to have to be a big first roll. It was a good first roll, an okay first roll, definitely not a big one. So that is to the bin you are. Attack speed. Let's skip straight to 8. Yikes! I wouldn't even be surprised if the color purple is no longer in this game. Kind of a yikes. Okay, this totally works. Don't sleep on Asclepius, guys, for Asclepius for tanks, because even though it's a heal effect piece, right, you also get that extra 10% max HP. This is actually a really nice potential piece, especially if it rolls really big flat HP, which it probably will. This is actually something I will plus 13, because if you could get a tanky Asclepius set on a tank, you would get the extra 10%, which is like, it's not nothing, right? That's finally some decent rolls. What are we going to here? Probably for a potential healer is what we're looking at. For a Vortex. Oh, it's such a good... I'm so tempted to still take it. Let's just still take it to 12. We've got enough. We're still around 10 million gold. Yeah, yikes. Kind of a yikes. I'm not going to sell it, though, because it could find a use. This piece, I don't know. Straight to 8. It's okay. Good enough to not sell. Not going to keep leveling it. This is going to have to be pretty big for me to care. I don't care. But no, because Ageless Wrath is... Yep, this is a sell. It's sad, but it's a sell. What do we got? HP bonus, defense, attack speed. Okay, so some nice stuff. Let's do a straight to 8. These last 3 can help us. And this totally works. Okay, so we're finally onto something here. Give me an attack speed, baby. Oh, yeah. So we've actually got a proper piece now. This could easily fit onto a tank or a healer, even as it is. Would be even, obviously, an off piece. That would be even better with the big flat HP roll. This is definitely a solid piece. We're very... Oh, there it is. We already got the plus 13. Excellent. We're almost done with these amulets here, folks. Keep your rapidity gear, by the way. So what do we got? Attack, HP, a crit, defense. I guess we'll do a straight to 8. It treated us well that time. It treated us pretty well there. This is good enough that it can stay, especially as a gorgeous invigoration set. So I'm pretty fine with that. This could go really, really well for like a touch of tankiness. If you ever have to keep your cost generator down for a minute and you want them providing invigoration, that's more of a thing in faction trials, but that's pretty cool. Let's do another straight to 8. It's kind of working. I don't hate it. This piece can stay on the account. Again, invigoration, I don't mind at all. It's like, I love invigoration. Here's a nice little heal effect with some flat HP, a little rage regen. Are you going to roll for me? I mean, it's good enough. Again, and it's on a beautiful set. It can remain. We'll take this. Let's do it. We're on fire with the straight to 8, so we might as well keep going. Nope. All right, because we don't really need that DPS anyway. You know what? It is Soulbound Arcana. We'll save you for that rainy day when the HP-based DPS comes. All right, finally, on to just the Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals. Let's go. Defense bonus. Okay. Now I'm going to get really greedy. I want to start seeing purple left and right. Okay. I should have said that earlier. That totally worked. Okay. We'll leave that. Keep this train a-rolling. HP heal effect. Okay. Let's just do another straight to 8 for that double defense. Absolutely. Great piece, actually. Great piece. Broken set, but totally usable. Even could be quite usable with the heal effect. Maybe gets on a healer once in a while. Things are turning around. Things are turning around. So here's the same story we've been telling a few different times. A little tankiness on the DPS, probably a melee DPS. But that is not good enough for me, ladies and gents. Let's keep this train rolling. Regen attack. Okay, we got the nice stuff at the bottom. Honestly, three really good substats. Offset, obviously. Beautiful. I might even 12 this just because I'm curious. Absolutely. What a beautiful piece. This is maybe the best find. Of course it is offset, but this might be the best tank find of the day. You could see how well this would fit on a Broke here, especially if we get another purple roll on the flat HP. You could see how well this would fit on a Baron. You can see how well this would fit on a Regulus. Basically, this would be any Olog doesn't need it because he doesn't need the Rage Regen because he doesn't need his ultimate. Anyone else would benefit from that. Finally, a real proper good piece. That is a late game piece. We got the heal effect here. Let's just go straight to it. Let's skip ahead. Yikes. Okay, the same DPS story. A bit of a yikes. I like Night Terror set too. It's too bad. We do have the attack bonus here, so if this rolls big, it's relevant. Not that relevant, but relevant. Oh my god, we got a piece for Dolores, folks. We got a piece for Dolores. Come on. Oh no, it's the same thing. I keep doing that in my head. Guys, don't roast me. Or roast me. Honestly, roast me. I deserve it. But I'm exhausted, okay? I've been traveling a lot lately. I'm like, wow, what a great attack bonus. And then I'm forgetting it's not the actual main stat. I'm such an absolute buffoon. I don't know who this would really work on, to be honest, but I don't think it's bad enough to just sell without thinking harder about it. So that one, wow, I'm so slowly but surely losing my mind. Some really nice tank stats, but some really bad roll. Offset, that's a sell. We'll go straight to 8. It's not good enough. This is super borderline. Could be a for a tanky DPS. Not with that roll. Not hanging around with that roll. All right, we're almost done with HP. It's not going to come soon enough, guys. I'm over HP. So this was going to be for our HP-based damage dealer that doesn't exist, but I mean, gross. What else you got for me? We got HP bonus. All right, some really nice tank subs. Let's go straight to 8. I love saying straight to 8. It's so fun. Okay. Interesting. Let's go to 12. I want to see. Yeah, it's not good enough, guys, because the defense bonus is kind of what we were leaning on. So that is a sell, unfortunately. Finally, we are going to wrap it up here with our last piece, because this piece on Cyrene, I'm not going to go hunting for. We have got HP bonus. It's really just the attack speed, huh? Because this kind of is only going to work on a healer. But I guess if we get a big roll here, we can go for the attack speed. It's not big enough. Without flat HP, without heal effect, I just don't see it working out for us. So we're done with HP. Guys, it is the home stretch. We're doing crit damage. You can see I've got a bit less of crit damage, and I'm going to be a lot more brutal when it comes to crit damage because, as I say all the time, as many people say, absolutely attack is king when it comes to your DPS. So what will it take for me to keep crit damage? First off, let's do crit damage that doesn't have attack, right? Also, this is one of my other, I said I got the 2 new ancient pieces. This is the other one, so we'll roll that in a second. Actually, let's roll that now as like a little palate cleanser. Where was that? You were here? Yes. I mean, this is juiced up, guys. Let's be honest. These are the 3 subsets I'd want on it. I love Night Terror. Night Terror also ascends very well. Give me some colors, baby. Oh, yes. See, this is the kind of piece you want on your account, guys. I might bring this to 15 so I know that I have to 16 this first. Do I wish it was like 25% crit rate? Sure, but just across the board, really solid stuff on a really beautiful set. I use Night Terror all the time. So that, talk about a palate cleanser, a little palate cleanser. Absolutely, we'll take that. We'll leave it at 14. I think I've made my point to myself, my future self. Okay, so let's get in there. Let's go to the sell screen. So basically, first off, what I want to look for, there's 2 things, right? We're sort by crit damage. It needs to have crit rate, basically. If it doesn't have crit rate, I'm going to be so brutally unforgiving. Are there a couple exceptions? Sure, but there aren't many. So what would those exceptions be? It would be like this. It has everything but crit rate. So that can stay. If it doesn't look like that, it's going to be gone, basically. Because like you need that synergy, that in-piece, in-set synergy. If it's crit damage, it should have crit rate. So this one has it's basically, it needs attack bonus and attack speed. That's what I'm trying to say. And a lot of these are actually going to have it because, of course, I've sorted through them already. Yeah, this one has the perfect subs. I guess the only way this one could be better was some rage regen. This one doesn't, right? This doesn't have attack bonus, so I'm super not interested. This does have attack bonus and attack speed. This is borderline for me. Very much it's borderline. It is Hawkeye, and I don't like Hawkeye, so you know what? That might be a sell. I don't dislike Hawkeye, but it's not my favorite. But here you go. Attack speed, attack bonus, rage rating. You're getting 3. When you're getting 3, I'm getting happy. What do we got here? This is obviously a new piece. There's no world where I would have saved that. That must be from my farming I just did. Attack speed, attack bonus, instant feedback piece is always a save for me. Yeah, this has to be new. These are horrible subs. How do you give a thumbs up to this? I mean, just for the attack bonus and the rage regen hidden all the way at the bottom, there's no way. I'm not wasting my gold trying to find out if that has any shot of being good. And then this one, we will take it with the attack bonus and the attack speed, but it's going to have to roll like an absolute monster. So those are the pieces we kept. Oh, no, there's a few. Oh, my God, there's several more. Let's keep going. This one, kind of no way, because I'm not, even if it rolled like 24 on attack, I don't see how I justify bringing that to 16. This one, it's hidden away too far down. Now we're getting into some much juicier sets, so I might be slightly more forgiven. This only has attack speed, no way. Crit damage with attack, rage, and attack. This is quite nice. This is also quite nice. There's no attack bonus on this. That is trash. That is trash. If it doesn't have crit rate, it better frickin' have attack bonus. That's what I'm trying to say, folks. Crit damage. It's hidden all the way at the bottom. It is invigoration, but invigoration doesn't matter too much for DPS, even though it does put the thing on themselves. I'm waffling. If I'm waffling, it's worth a look at least. This one is only worth a look because it's Soulbound Arcana. This one has good substats for sure. Infernal roll's quite nice. You see this one got some really nice rolls, so this one's super usable. And then this is that piece. What is this piece even from? So I guess I got 3 new ones. So I guess I have 8 ancient pieces now, but a big HP roll, defense, rage regen. I'm trying to think what I could possibly use this for. I don't honestly. I think this is a sell. I don't see how this gets used. I guess if the attack bonus was just through the roof and the rage regen, that's the only way. So we'll have to bring this to 12 to see. But I mean, it is ancient mythic, so well, that keeps. So there, that's sold about half. I wasn't as picky as you might have expected. All right, so all of these ones do have crit rate. So now what we can do is be really picky again. So crit rate with flat attack, to be honest, no thanks, especially on an offset. I want my attack bonus, guys. So even though I'm sorting by crit rate, I'm basically looking for crit rate and attack bonus, then it's an automatic save, unless it looks like this with 2 other really good subsets in flat attack and attack speed. Even on an offset, I'll keep it. Crit rate, this has the attack bonus to rage regen, we'll take it. Again, 3 good subsets. Basically, I'm looking for, if it has to be like this, attack bonus and crit rate, or it needs 3 good subsets. Attack bonus and crit rate, there you go. 3 good subsets. You know, this is now this is like a proper guide. That's some clear instruction, right? If you're gonna go for crit damage, it needs attack bonus and crit rate or 3 good subsets, or beyond just like bonkers set, and it's like the last piece you need. 3 good subsets with both. That's quite a nice piece. 3 good subsets. This one's kind of a heartbreaker because it's missing attack bonus. It is on Glacier set, so I guess you can make up for it slightly. What do we got here? Crit rate. So this is just not good enough. This is definitely not good enough. This is close, but honestly, I don't like Doom at all. This is not good enough for me. This one, I do like Wisdom a lot. That is good enough. No thank you. Crit rate, flat attack, rage regen. Yeah, we'll give that a little gander. Total offset with only 2 subs. I don't like it. 2 good subs, I mean. This one, no thank you. Even with a nice Ageless Wrath, that's going to be a no thank you for me. Because this one is, sure, let's give that a roll. And this one, absolutely. And then the rest obviously can stay because it's there. Okay, those 7 can go. And now we level. So, crit damage, I believe, can still fall onto every single one as a primary, right? So, yeah, of course. So let's just start at our bangles and work our way backwards. Not so much leveling to get done here. So here's one without crit rate. And actually, without... I made a mistake here, guys. This is without crit rate and without attack bonus. That is an insta-sell. Nothing can save that. If it doesn't have one or the other, there's no reason it should have a place in your account. So hopefully, if someone was about to complain about me saving that piece, you made it this far before getting in the comments. So this piece has quite nice substats, and I do really like a good curse set. So we'll absolutely level it. That was close enough. Close enough to keep for a desperate rainy day. Not close enough to level right now, but that can stay on the account. What else you got for me? Some pretty good subs here. We're missing crit rate, but maybe it will be forgiven with some big rolls. That is not a big roll. It will not be forgiven. Onward and upward. No attack bonus here, so you know we're looking for a huge flat attack roller. It's kind of a wash. That is not huge. That's not going to cut it. That is a sell. Crit damage, rage regen, so no crit rate, but we do have 3 pretty nice substats. No attack speed and no crit rate. I was going to say, so it's going to have to be a pretty big roll. That was, in fact, a pretty big roll. Let's go to 8. That was a very big roll, so that is why you do give the time of day to things that don't have the perfect substats, because they might roll like that on a really nice set. This is definitely something we can use. We'll have to hunt for crit elsewhere, obviously, hunt for attack speed elsewhere, obviously, but that is a super usable piece. All right, done with the Bengals, done with Cincinnati, on to the amulets. So again, this doesn't have crit rate, so a lot of suboptimal pieces here, but hopefully we get some nice rolls on the juicy ones. That is not good enough, especially without crit rate and especially on an offset piece. So this hidden away at the back are the 2 subsets we care the most about. Am I willing to go to 12 to check? It will depend on this roll. I think I am. I mean, if it had been less than 2 bars, I don't think I would have gambled. But, I mean, a big, I was going to say, a big attack roll and then potentially a big crit rate roll would totally be worth it. Whatever, worth it. That's why we've been saving up all this gold. So this is only 2 good substats. There's no crit rate. Attack bonus is probably still the most important. But I think it's worth saving because it still could be a relevant set and you get instant feedback. So let's just straight to 8 this bad boy and hope we get lucky. Not very lucky. That is in the trash. Thank you guys for keeping me company with all of this, because I don't think I would have had the patience to do this otherwise. Here's some attack speed, attack bonus crit. So these are amazing subs. I'm just going to YOLO it. Let's go to 12. These are great subs. Make my day. Oh my God. That's why we don't YOLO it, guys. Be better than me. I had to try it eventually. Terrible stuff. This one is going to have a pretty big roll without the attack bonus to take this all the way to 16 to find out about the crit, and that wasn't even close to anything I was describing. That is just ugly. Attack bonus, attack speed, that is it. To be honest, I don't like this piece. That's not going to cut it. Rage regen, okay, it's going to have to be a pretty huge roll again for me to risk it for that biscuit. I'm not risking it for that biscuit. That is going in the binna. Here we go. Instant feedback on the 2 most important stats. Come on, baby. Yikes. Cannot catch an absolute break here. Good thing we got that one pretty ancient piece. Attack bonus rage. All right, so this is quite a nice one, and they're all stacked at the beginning. We can just +4 it because the only thing that really is going to change our mind is the attack bonus. That was okay. This could have a place as an Ageless Wrath set if we get a nice rage regen. We did. All right, this piece is usable. I'll bring it to 9. We might finally drop below 9 million, guys. You saw we've been going up and down, but we've finally been leveling slightly more aggressively. These are probably the 2 most important stats, or they definitely are after crit rate, so let's just bring it. Huge rolls, so super, super good. So that's definitely why we save it, right? And the invigoration set could totally work for us. There you go. Some of these pieces are clearly predestined to roll big when they roll big early. Let's bring this to 13 so we don't forget it. This is a piece I can definitely level up in a couple days when the event comes around. Okay, and that does it for our amulets. Let's wrap it up with, let's wrap it up with the rings. Attack bonus, so this says a lot of good stuff here, but no crit rate, obviously, so this is going to have to be pretty big. It's okay. Like, if you guys get this and you're much earlier on than me, you can totally keep it, but I will not. If you're much later than me, you probably would not even entertain leveling it because it doesn't have crit rate, but it is what it is. This will take to 4. That's not good enough to keep going. Okay, let's go, no. I was going to say let's go straight to 8, but I don't see how much that is going to help us. Just awful. Just gross. I'm super happy I saved those 4,000 gold or whatever. That was a disaster. All right, here's some crit rate right away. So we get the instant feedback, and then if we really want to go for it, we also have some nice extra bonuses just for some tankiness. Doesn't help with the DPS, but then the attack bonus is all the way at the end. So I was going to say we're going to need a huge crit roll, and we did get a huge crit roll. So this kind of is our piece, and I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be pretty unlikely these will be low rolls. So one of them was, one of them wasn't. This is totally a risk it for the biscuit piece. This is absolutely the kind of piece you can feel comfortable taking to 16. I mean, that is a huge crit rate roll. It's almost gold. This is a super, super usable piece on set or offset. Fracture is fine. It's like an acceptable set. It's like very mid, but there's definitely a use for it. Instant feedback on the attack bonus. Crit damage. All right, it's going to have to be a pretty big roll for me to take it all the way to 12 to find out about the crit. That is a pretty big roll, just under purple. So we will take that all the way up to 12. It's usable. If we had to finish off the set, we could use it, but it's quite still a tough pill to swallow without the attack bonus. Finally, a very nice piece on a very nice set. Hopefully this rolls. It rolled okay, so this is clearly a piece we can keep on the account. It's not great, but it can live there. Especially it could work on like a lesser hero later on in the game. This I probably shouldn't have even saved. It's going to have to roll huge on the attack speed. I guess I probably saved it because it's Invigoration. That's not good enough for me to go finding out at 16, so that is a sell. And guys, we did crit damage onto the holy guacamole, mother of them all, attack bonus. Attack bonus is what it's all about. That's why we play the game, right? That is what this game is. Basically this game is attack Shadow Legends, right? They took raid, they made it tower defense, and they made attack be the only thing that frickin' matters. So let's go here to our sell screen. You can see I go through this a bit more frequently. Let me show you. It's not as much as we have with other bonuses because it's so important. So right off the bat, let's do. We want crit rate. We want a crit rate. Let's say we want crit rate. Now you kind of can't do it. You know what we'll say? I can't because first off, what I have to do is find my healer stuff. So first off, let's get really specific and look for our healer stuff. So what I mean healer stuff for our attack-based healers. So attack bonus, but then you're not looking for crit. You're not looking for crit damage. You're looking for like attack speed, flat attack, heal effect. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for attack speed and heal effect. These are the only pieces that matter to me. That would be heal pieces. I'm not even going to look at the subsets right now. If I know that as attack bonus and that as attack speed and heal effect, it is just instantly super usable as a healing piece, right? It's super relevant. It's at least worth leveling. So let's make that all saved. The rest doesn't matter. So now the rest, these are already locked. Everything else can now be evaluated for DPS. I also just want to quickly point out there's also moments where it might work great for both, right? Attack bonus, the three most important subs are going to be crit rate, attack speed, crit damage. This has all three. This also has healing effect. So for some reason, the crit damage was like meh, but then we got a nice attack speed, nice healing effect, and the crit rate was meh. It's still, as a broken set piece, it's still pretty usable for a healer, right? Because we're getting the two most important subsets besides the bonus, besides the main stat. So there we go. We got that covered. Those are our 6 potentials for healers. Now we can focus on DPS. So basically what I'm going to do, guys, this is a trick I figured out the other day. I don't even know if I don't think I've talked about it in the video yet. But so there's a lot of kind of attack bonuses pieces I'd be willing to keep because attack bonus is so important in this game. However, it will have to have at least crit rate or attack speed, right? I couldn't imagine without one or the other. It needs at least one of those things. You know what? We could even be even broader and say, or at least attack. You can go to the bottom and see secondary attributes don't match. So these are going to be all the pieces that don't have any of those 3. So it doesn't have attack speed, it doesn't have crit rate, and it doesn't even have attack. Not even one of them, right? So these are all insta-cells. You might see a couple crit damages around, but these pieces just don't work for us, right? So this one has Rage Regen. Maybe that's why I kept it. I mean, that's the HP bonus. So here's one. Actually, there's one exception. Maybe that would be with Glacier, right? If it had 2 other good stats, or 3 other good stats, which it does. So actually, Glacier can be a sole exception there. But you can see even this piece, I just don't care. This piece, I just don't care. Let's check out these Glacier pieces. So technically, this has 3 good subs, right? Because Rage Regen is like, okay, it's fine. Crit damage is quite good. And HP bonus for Glacier set is excellent because that's basically more attack. So we'll take that. This one has crit damage. Same thing. We'll keep it. And not same thing. It doesn't have the crit damage. But I still would entertain it if it's like huge flat HP. So there you go. There's the 3. Those we can immediately sell. The rest are locked. Now we can go thing by thing. So these will only have partial matches. So they'll have at least one of these, if not more. So now we are going to have to do a click through. There's no real other way to do it that I can think of. So no crit rate on this, but everything else is great. So we'll keep it. Same story. Pretty similar story. We're missing out on our crit rate. You know what we can even do to make it even clearer? Let's just only search for crit rate. So now we know all these are our crit rate pieces. So these are our full matches, and these have nothing. So these are the ones that don't have crit rate. So now we know there's no crit rate, and then we'll deal with the no crit rate. We can be really picky, and then we'll deal with the crit rate. We'll probably be a lot less picky because crit rate is still important, especially when you're not going to keep crit rate bangles like I don't like to keep. So attack speed, Rage Regen, this is not going to cut it for me. You know, actually, this could theoretically work as a healer piece if it's just like crazy rolls. It is offset. It's super borderline. Honestly, it doesn't work for me. Maybe there was flat attack in there, but this doesn't work for me. This piece, crit damage, attack speed. To be honest, I'm at the point where I'm tempted to say that this doesn't work for me, but I'm not at that point yet. So we got to keep it. This one obviously will keep. This one obviously will keep. This one, we've been through a few of these already. Anything locked, we'll just keep moving. Attack speed, only attack speed and rage regen. It has some tankiness. I guess the HP makes it relevant with the Glacier. That's fine. We're going to level all this to find out if we want it anyway. HP crit damage, crit rate on Glacier. I guess we can keep it. This is bad. We can sell that. HP defense bonus, rage regen, HP bonus. It's not good enough. Even though there's enough HP to kind of start making it relevant as a Glacier set, it's not that important. Attack bonus, attack. Yeah. I think, yeah, if this was a huge attack roll, this could be really nice on Dolores. I actually got it right that time. I'm not too tired to totally mess that up. Let's see, attack bonus. This one's not good enough. What do you got for me here? Honestly, there's no way. Even this had to be a gold roll for attack speed for me to be like, ooh, okay, let me bring it all the way. On an offset piece, because this basically is only going to work for a healer or something. That's not going to cut it. Flat attack, crit damage, this obviously will. Rage regen as well. Same story. Crit damage, attack speed. I mean, it's instant feedback, so we can try it. We've got no way. We've got attack speed on an Asclepius set with HP bonus with flat attack. This is actually a very good potential healer piece. Attack bonus, attack speed, crit damage. This is a very nice potential piece. Attack speed, rage regen. Could totally work on a healer, I guess, as an offset piece. We could use it. Definitely can. All those substats are good. Meh. I don't know why I saved that. I guess from when I was first getting invigoration. It's hidden all at the bottom, but we can at least have a gander. What else do we have? Okay, this could be quite nice. Oh, I locked this for a reason. So anything, these are the healing ones I locked. Okay, what do we got here? Attack speed, whatever. That's a sell. If they're locked, I'll keep it. Okay, and there we go. So that's 8 more settled. I would love to get under 300 pieces. All right, so I'm looking for crit rate and anything else. So crit rate plus one other even slightly usable thing. So that obviously has plenty. If it's locked, I'll just keep going. This one kind of doesn't, right? So even if this rolled monster, like, think about it. Even if this rolled like 24% crit rate, the rest is kind of unusable because it's at that point just straight up for DPS, and it's like you're not getting anything else. I think one stat isn't enough for me. This one obviously has plenty. It's kind of worth a gander, I think. I wish these were HP, then that would make it pretty good, but it's at least worth a look. This one is very borderline, right? Because it does have the HP to match the Glacier set, but the crit rate's the only real DPS stat. That being said, it's all the way at 16. I'm not going to level it all the way to 16 to find out. These are amazing substats, obviously. Flat attack makes it worth it. Flat attack makes it worth it. Also, the double HP. Oh, no, that's not Glacier. But Rage Regen makes... but I'm not going to go all the way to 16 for that piece. No, I'm not. Nothing could really happen. I think you could even roll gold on Rage Regen. Am I really going to risk that? No. Great substats, obviously. Nope. Yep. Anything locked, we'll just keep moving. Got a thumbs up here. I guess if this was huge, I'd be willing to risk it to get the big flat attack at the bottom. So that's kind of what I'm talking about here, folks. This is a very good substats. This one, we could give it a look. But it's a lot. They're making us put in a lot of effort for that one. This is a great piece. I'm not seeing enough attack speed, but this one obviously has it. So crit rate, attack speed is definitely, those are the two main things I'm looking for. This one, I guess I only saved because it was probably like my first Infernal Roar. Let's be honest, this all kind of sucks, so we can't keep it. That roll's too small. Now we can actually look for any of these things that I was like enamored by, because these rolls are too small. They're not going to beat out the current gear I have leveled that's on all my heroes. Let's see. What is this piece? It's at 16. Why did I guess if it's at 16, I'll just let it live on the account. Same story. I guess I might as well lock you, but some of this stuff sucks, let's be honest. It is what it is, guys. There it is. That's 7 more cells. What are we looking at? Can we get under 300? Oh, we almost certainly will. Okay, let's start with our bangles. Let's work it down, and then we will be done, folks. We're in the home stretch right now. So attack bonus here. Very nice subs on this. Alas, not going to happen because we're not going to go hunting all the way there, right? You know what? Like just to maybe that one time where like the rest of the rolls are good after a bad first roll. What hole am I digging myself into now? This piece is like cursed because you're gonna 16 it and then it's gonna be 3.5%, right? This is very very frustrating. You know what? For my own peace of mind, if this was purple, I would have taken. I'm not going to take this to 16. It's a big gamble, a big gold gamble. For my own peace of mind, we're selling that off the account. All right, what do we got here? It's all hidden away, so we need a big first roll for me to even entertain it. Yeah, it's a pretty big first roll. All right, let's bring it to 12. Not high enough to 16, but I am glad I gave it a look. Onward and upward. Really, really good substats on this one. No crit, obviously, but everything else is looking juiced. Bad roll. Let's keep this moving. Actual home stretch. So we'll be under 3 hours. That's a guarantee now. At least we'll have that. Like I said, guys, it'd be a full, fastidious guide. This is going to have to be a pretty big first roll. That's a pretty big roll. Let's 12 it. Yeah, there's a lot of juice in this piece. Not as much as it could have been, but like this piece can function. This piece can hang. I love a wisdom set. Only 2 more pieces to go through. I guess we can peek at this one. Oh my god, that's sad. Bye. Bye. What do you got for me here? So crit damage, instant feedback. So, I did not mean. I do this once in a while if you guys have noticed. Like I'm trying to go fast and then I accidentally click off of quick enhance. It's not fun. It's pretty good. Is it good enough? It's not good enough. Without crit rate, to go all the way to 16 for the attack speed, I think it's not good enough, unfortunately. What else? The last piece, some pretty solid, they're okay, so give me a big roll. I'll take it. All right, so that is a piece we can absolutely use. Very nice to see. What else we got? My Ezrin, or if I ever got Hollow or Element, it could go on a light lock. This is a beautiful piece. Let's 13 that. There's 13. All right, that woke me up. That was nice. This has some nice subs. They're all hidden at the back, unfortunately, and there's no attack speed, which stinks. It was good enough that we have to go. All right, let's go to 12. We might actually end up going under 8 mil. Okay, so, I mean, that's kind of worthy. You know, 10.5% rage rate and a solid 19.5% crit rate. I mean, this is not going to 13 it to say, like, hey, I need to go back to it, but this is definitely something that can absolutely live on the account. Maybe we'll feel nasty, bring the crit damage up. Maybe it's gold. You never know. Still not a single gold roll today, by the way, guys, if you want to know how rare those were. This is going to have to be a pretty big roll for me to even entertain this. That's a pretty freaking big roll. That's a pretty big roll. Oh, my God. It doesn't always work, guys. It doesn't always work. I'd say most of the time it clearly does, though, if this video is evidence of anything. All right, some crit rates all the way at the end, but some good subsets here. What set is this? Cursed. All right, let's bring it to 8 for the rage regen. If the rage regen's big, I could see myself 16ing this. Yeah, I can definitely see myself 16ing this. I probably will, actually, in the next event, because, I mean, it is a decently high potential piece. I mean, it lacks the attack speed, but it is what it is. This is gonna have to be a big first roll for me to care. I care. That was a pretty big first roll. Let's 12 it. Yeah, this is a pretty good piece. If I can find crit elsewhere, this could totally work on like an abomination. I mean, you do have to. You're missing 2 big stats, right? We're missing crit rate and we're missing attack speed, but yeah, it's pretty good. Flat attack. Oh, this is gonna have to be huge. Oh, you know what? No, this is obviously a healer piece. I will risk it at 8 because you can always use more healer pieces. Not good enough. It was gonna have to be a big one. I'm not gonna take that all the way to 12. So this has the crit rate hidden at 12. If we get a nice flat attack, we'll definitely take it there. It's close. I do love a Night Terror set, so I will take it to 12 to see if it's worthy. Ooh, it's very borderline. I mean, this can live on the account. This isn't going to go on any premium heroes, but eventually once we stop moving gear around as much, that can be worthy. Guys, we'll be less picky with this stuff, obviously, because attack is king. Finally, a crit rate instant feedback. Is this the first one or second one? It's pretty good. I'll just 12 it, because maybe the rolls will be big. I do hate a stick set, if I'm being honest. That's a big crit damage roll, though, so this is super usable as an off-piece. You do wish it had attack speed, but it is what it is. Let's keep it moving. This is going to have to be a big roll without the crit rate. That is not a big roll. Home stretch, folks. We're really, really close. I'm really coaching myself up here when I say that. I'm really talking to myself when I say that. Straight to 8. Okay. It's borderline. Enough that I'll keep it and think about it. Ageless Wrath is a solid set. This could work really, really well on a healer, but not with that roll. Crit damage. This actually has everything but crit rate, right? That's an okay roll. If the attack speed is good, I could totally use this piece. It's going to have to be over 2 bars, though. What did I say? Sorry, Ageless Wrath. To the bin you go. Rage Regen, okay. It's all hidden away, so I think I'll probably need a purple to entertain this. That's quite the opposite of a purple. Do you think there'll be one surprise gold roll at the end here? We are just hitting the 2-hour, 50-minute mark, I think. All right, this could be very, very, very nice for a healer, and it's an amazing set for a healer as well. I am going to keep bringing this up. You know, I'll even bring it to 12 because this is such a good set for a healer. With that heal effect, it's almost still usable. It's not good anymore, but it could hang on the account. That has a place on the account. I don't know what's going on here. Why is this piece even here? I guess if the flat attack is like gargantuan, it could go on autumn. It's pretty big. All right, we'll sort that out later. I still might want to sell that, but we'll sort it out later. This is also going to have to be gargantuan because the crit rate's hidden all the way at the bottom. Or crit damage, excuse me. That is a sell. And we are finally, guys, we are finally under 300. Didn't I? What the heck? I thought, oh no, now we're at 300? I thought that would have finally put us under 300. That's too bad. Okay. Well, we'll definitely get under it now. Everything's hidden at the bottom here, but it could be really nice. Very anecdotally, it feels like attack speed and crit rate are obviously rare, right? To me, at least, it definitely feels like that. Maybe just because of what I'm looking at, so I'm always noticing when it's not there. But in a very non-scientific way, it feels like they are rarer substats. This is good enough to bring to 8. Probably I'm going to need purple here to bring to 12. Who am I kidding? That's pretty good. On a curse set, that's good enough. Yep. All right, so this piece is super worthy. I'm glad I went for it. Nice. All right, let's do a straight to 8. Let's just find out of our crit rate right away. And we find out that it is not going to cut it. I guess I'm getting antsy, but I'll do my due diligence. It's not close. It's close, but it's not close enough because I can't be confident that we're gonna get anything. Not that I'm ever confident, but I hear something. Glacier set. We got some flat HP. Huge roll. Our first gold. Oh, what is that? We're like 1 or 2 points away. We finally. All right, but that's definitely good enough to bring it to 12 and see about that crit. Oh yeah. Guys, we almost got our first gold. This piece, obviously, I'll bring up 23.5% crit. Don't mind if I do. I might just straight to 8 this bad boy. Let's just find out. I'm glad I did, because I would have gone to 4 and then, okay, let's check 8, and then gross. Getting very close here, guys. Let's straight to 8 it. Why not? Because this could work for a healer. And this will work for a healer. That can stay on the account. It's not ideal, but we'll take it for now. People are writing huge messages in the chat right now. Paragraphs, novellas, if you will. Night Terror set. Come on, with some nice crit subs. Come on, baby. Let's straight to 12 now. The rare straight. I guess it's not straight 12. It's 4 to 12. Ah, it's super usable. Super usable. It's not very good, but it's super usable. Okay, come on, straight to 8, baby. That is going to unfortunately be a sell. Crits hidden all the way at the bottom, but we do finally, first piece in so long that we have crit rate and attack speed. All for naught, doesn't matter. Gross. Okay, getting to the very home stretch. Look at this, guys. We've got what, 11 pieces left, and then we are done. Let me know in the chat, or if anyone in the comments, if you watched this whole thing, let me know if you guys made it to the end. This is about as high energy, high effort, and undertaking as I've been under ever in terms of YouTube or streaming or anything. This is I really think I might lose my voice tomorrow. This is very hard to do. I'm not patting myself on the back or anything. I'm coping. Like, I was like, oh, I'll knock this out in an hour, hang out for a bit. I'll hop on stream. Let's see what we do. Oh my sweet, sweet, sweet baby Jesus. This is hard to talk for this long. Yikes. Seamus in the chat says he's been here since the beginning and now his will to live is fading. Imagine if you had to pee for the past 90 minutes, Seamus, because that's where I'm at. Almost there, guys. Oh, we just got this. Last Asclepius. Oh, this could be really nice. Give me a huge attack speed, baby. We got the flat attack at the bottom. Ah, it's borderline. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. I will keep it. You never know. Maybe I need to build that last piece to build the set. Okay, this one has all good subs on a pretty good set. No crit rate, but everything else looks nice. Except for that freaking roll. What do you got for me here? Oh, boyo. You're hiding it all at the back for me. Again, on the Ageless Wrath set. What do you got? Yeah, we'll 12 it. It's worth the gamble. We still have plenty. It took a while. Oh, there we go. That's why we do what we do. That is a good piece. Legitimately a good piece. Plus 13 that. Fantastic subs. We are, as always, missing the attack speed, as it seems, but not close but no cigar on that one, guys. Let's sell it off. Okay, this definitely has healer potential. Yes. Oh my God. Even 2 bars on attack speed, and this is a good piece. 2 bars. It's a good piece, guys. The set fits perfectly. All the subs are adequate. Super fine with this piece. This could really help, like, my Ezreal for sure. Then I could get him in an Invigoration set. I think getting all your healers in an Invigoration set, if you can get good enough stats, is kind of game changing. 2 more, guys. 2 more, and then that will be that. Some nice subs on this one for a healer again. I'm going to 12 it, man. Could also have dual potential for DPS. This is a piece, this works as a healer, and then maybe we'll have a nice surprise. If it's a huge crit roll, it becomes a DPS piece. So a cool way to end on a little hybrid piece here. Without even any purple, it's still useful. And then finally, guys, let's make some noise. We have our final piece of the day. It is a beautiful Soulbound Arcana with pretty bad substats, let's be honest. But you never know, baby. I do know. That is going in the bin. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I know it was an absolute marathon. Let's see. We got down to 287. So I think we started, let's say we started at 920. Maybe it was 921. Let's call it 920. So was that 633 pieces that we sold. Craziness. I think one of the more interesting things for me was to see the gold going up and down and up and down. And then at the end, you could see me kind of like, okay, let's go for it. And then I ended up burning like 2 million gold. But we still came out very healthy at 7.3 million gold. And now I'm going to go farm the heck out of Gear Aid 3. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with your mother. I've been Fastidious. I'll see you in the next one.